Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, The Oracle Fairy. Today the message is going to be entirely different. When I tell y'all this is something that I just feel led to talk about it now because it's time. I'm literally hearing it's time. I really sat on this for a long time because this was something that was very traumatic for me, might I add. This was something that was very life-changing, altering, and powerful though that happened. Very much so divinely guided. And it's time. Again, it's something about timing being just of the essence right now, and divine timing is significant. And this is something that I honestly never thought I was going to speak on, if I'm being completely honest. I never had any intention on speaking on this or bringing it to light or whatever the case may be, because for a while I was very confused about this my damn self. I was very confused about the details. I don't know why I just heard sabotage in my head literally so loud. So something about sabotaging, which I know what it's pertaining to, but I think I was just more so worried about if I had the right facts, if I had the right details, because it was a lot that was scattered. There was a lot that was going on when this was happening. Of course, I'm going to fill y'all in, but what's making me know that 100% it's time for me to speak on this is the prophetic dream that I had the other night. I'm not going to share the details of the entire dream, but it was basically something pertaining to like sexual assault and something that was going down in my own house or whatever. This didn't happen in real life or whatever, but it was very symbolic. And the feelings that I got in the dream, or because I felt like more so lucid dreaming, because I was coming in and out of the state of the dream state, getting so many confirmations from my angels. They told me exact coordinates of certain things, and it's just, all of it is going to resonate. All of it's confirmation for me. It was resonating or whatever. At the time, I did not know. So in the dream, it was somebody that was like holding the people in this house captive, or like, it was holding people that I love captive. I'll just say that. And it was the energy of it was a man doing it too. So it's like I don't know where to start really, but I'm just gonna pray that source directs my steps and my words, and lets me know or guides what's coming out of my mouth the right way, so that it's clear to the seer. Because I keep hearing that somebody needs this message. Like I said, I had no intentions on sharing what happened to me or sharing whatever went down, but something is telling me that somebody needs this message, and it's significant. If you find this message, if it's resonating, then this is 100% for you. This is like your protection. This is your warning. This is like a cautionary, guide or something. Because I definitely feel like somebody needs this more than me. Like, I'm meant to help somebody. I'm meant to free somebody. I'm meant to shut something down that's been going on for a long time that's wrong. So again, it's something about shedding light on an issue that was in the dark for a long time. So again, in the dream, it was a man holding somebody captive. What was very significant is I knew this man. I used to go to school with him. I went to college with him. I don't think he has anything to do with it, but I think that's also symbolic for the sense of what happened to me in real life has something to do with somebody that I truly knew. And this is connected to, I'm not gonna lie, if you don't believe in past lives, that's fine too. This is connected to like a near-death experience that I had, where I went back into like a past life of mine. Y'all don't have to believe this shit. Y'all don't have to, but I'm gonna tell you, like, I know it for a fact in my heart. I was thinking about this for a long time. I was writing about it when it went down. You guys, something back in 2020 I'm talking about. Like, something happened. Was it 2020? Possibly. I got the dates. Like, I got the dates in my journal or whatever. I haven't put this journal out in so long, you guys. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I haven't put this out in so fucking long. I got this like a long ass years ago, and it's a deep story behind that as well. Every single page in this is filled up with writings, because I document my life. Like, I'm a writer. That's what I do. I have a gift in script. So for me to free myself, I write things down. Anyways, let me stay on track. So everything is documented of what happened, especially the night that things happened. Everything is documented. So it's not like I don't have documentation and proof that what I'm saying is not a lie. So at least from my perspective and my end, in the dream, this man was holding people captive, and specifically it was kids. Kids don't even live in this damn house. It was kids in this house. They did not belong to me. And I remember in the dream thinking, whose kids are these? Whose kids? And I remember specifically, my angels told me in the dream, he's hurting these kids. He's sexually assaulting these kids. R word, really, is what I heard in my dream. But I don't want to say it on this trigger warning. I don't want to say it on this channel. Y'all, everybody who know me, if you know me well enough, you know my biggest soft spot is kids. I don't play about kids. So that's another reason why Source was telling me, like, when I know now it's time to speak on something, because I can no longer hold my tongue for the sake that it's kids suffering, or it's because I'm feeling it. It's kids that are at, this is just a reason that I'm talking about it. So I feel like this is something bigger than me. It goes beyond me. And I'm hearing like save the kids or save the children. Something about Hollywood is even significant. It's so this is so interconnected, you guys. With like so much, you know, I feel like kids sit the closest to God. God cares more about, because kids are pure. You're more pure when you're young, before the world gets to you with all the matrix and all the projections and all the boxing you in and molding you and rewiring you to be and programming. You're more pure when you're a child. So that's how the enemy, and that's why this big spiritual attack is more so on the children of the world, right? Because that's the biggest offense against source. So if you could understand that, then yes. Oh, in a dream, this man was, baby, he was doing some disgusting shit to them children, and it was in his house. Like, it was something about like him, oh God, you don't even understand. And I remember like even my own mother was in a dream, and he was holding her captive as well. So something significant. I don't know if this is somebody else's story that I'm picking up on too, but it's like something significant about like, I don't know if it's like kidnapping, but I'm also getting a heavy sex trafficking vibe, like you guys, heavy sex trafficking, and I'm gonna go into that too. So in the dream, I took one of the kids, baby. I took her, and I ran to my grandmother's house, and I ran to get help, because I remember my mother in the dream was telling me, you need to go get help. You need to go get somebody that can help us, call the police or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to leave my mom. I was like, what about you? But at the end of the day, it's about the kids, is what she was saying too. You need to go get help. So as I ran, I took one girl with me. Like, I obviously couldn't take them all, but I was trying to get her help, and I just remember the devastation that was in my heart, and my brother was in the dream. It was just so much going down. So it's like I came back and I asked him where was my mother at, and he said something about how basically it was okay. So something about a belt is significant too. In the dream, there was a belt. I feel like a belt could be like a murder weapon or something, because you guys, my angels were cluing me in on so much shit, and I'm gonna just tell y'all exactly what I was hearing. So it was a belt, something about a belt buckle as well. I don't know if somebody used a belt in a crime, because I feel like I'm picking up on something that I'm not even supposed to know or something like that, or this could even be pertaining, like I said, to a near-death experience that I had, but also it showed me something about my past life. So everything is interconnected. And then in the dream, something about a murder weapon, or a weapon being a belt. You know, you can strangle somebody with a belt. You could do a lot of things with a belt, and they're kids. You whoop kids with belts, which I don't believe in whooping kids, but that's also symbolic. He was using it as like a punishment tool. And I remember something about the buckle of the belt was very significant. He kept using the buckle. So somebody could have been in an abusive situation where somebody used a belt buckle, or somebody could have, it's something significant with a belt. So yes, I asked him, where's my mother? He was like, I want to show you her. He was a little too eager, y'all, to show me my mom. Like I was, when I say my mom was like my soft spot, I was devastated. Like, oh, I know you ain't do nothing to my mommy. Like, I know you, I didn't even want to see her. I remember in the dream not even wanting to face whatever he had done to my mother, because he was saying something about her talking to herself, how she's not thinking straight right now, because he must have like really messed her up, whatever he did to her, which I'm believing he like beat her or something, if not worse. But I remember in the dreams being so devastated that I literally just woke up out of the dream. But before I woke up, I was getting certain like messages from my angels, because it was so devastating. Like I said, I never saw my mama in a, you know, I didn't want to see that shit. So I think my spirit woke me up, because it was coming to a point where it's like, oh no, I can't take this shit. So okay, wow. So now I just felt like a shift in my energy just now. Like, I don't know what that was. So something is symbolic. I don't know, something that's happening right now in the current energies. But okay, so when I woke up, I remember I was getting coordinates in a dream, or very specific locations. I heard literally, I don't know where specifically, but I heard Butter Creek Field farmhouse. I heard something about a farmhouse. Something significant happened in a farmhouse. This could have been where a crime was committed. So when I woke up, I don't even know what the fuck a Butter Creek Field is. I looked up Butter Creek Field. You guys, do you understand that what popped up was like a lot of land? I don't know why I'm getting like agriculture vibes, but it was like farming land. Like, when I tell you my jaw dropped, I'd never heard of no damn Butter Creek Field. And then I think it's I'm not gonna tell you guys where I live, but everything is very symbolic. So I don't know if it has something to do with where I live, but it showed me like Oregon, or whatever that's called. I don't know if that, or Washington. So I don't know. It's something significant to a certain location. I can't specifically say what, because I don't know. And I remember hearing my angel in the dreams kept repeating the 80s. Something about the 80s is significant. So again, I said this could be connected to a past life, or something like a cold case or something. It's something significant, you guys. Keep up with me. So now I'm hearing vindication in my head, you guys. I'm telling you, something is coming around. Now source one, okay, so source is saying stop and talk about Jesus. Let me think about it. So when I looked up the location, it showed me that, and I was hearing the 80s as well. Okay, so it is in relation to, I'm gonna tell y'all why it's in relation to before I get to what source wants me to say. The bottom of the deck, we got source here. So something significant to, what was I finna say? Why it was linked to my, like, I feel like it was linked to my near-death experience as well. So I'm gonna get into all of that. I'm gonna dive deeper into it, but I'm just gonna tell you a little surface level information. Like when I had my near-death experience, I went into like my past life where I was running from like sex traffickers, you guys. I remember it vividly. When I tell you it was so vivid, and it makes sense. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. My sacral chakra, I have to do healing work. I had to do healing work on it because I felt since a little girl something terrible happened to me. And I'm a seer, I'm a prophet, but I could never pinpoint what it was. I could never like, what is it? Like, it was something very different about my sacral chakra. Like, I wasn't overactively sexual. It was actually the exact opposite. Like, obviously, as a little girl, you're not worried about sex. But what I'm saying is, even if as I was getting older, I would recognize how different in that department I was to other girls or people in general. It was like a block there. Like, no matter what I do, it's like I can't. It's a certain like disconnect there that I never fully understood, and only something like that would come through major trauma, sexual trauma. So it made sense. And I honestly 100% believe I was sex trafficked like in a past life, or something very terrible happened sexually to me in a past life. And like I said, you guys don't have to believe in past lives, but I know my own truth and what I was shown by the divine when I had my near-death experience. So, and I also was looking into this a lot. Like, it's been years, you guys, since this happened to me. So it's not like I'm just speaking on something that I don't know. So I was looking into near-death experiences as well, and many other people who said they went into their past lives because of a near-death experience where it shot them to like a different timeline, a multiverse, if you will, like something significant. I'm telling you guys, everything is interconnected. And the other day, I kept seeing things about nothing is a coincidence, nothing is accident, everything is divinely like guided. When I say everything is simultaneously happening, like everything, nothing is by accident. And I saw that again today. So when I tell you I've been getting sign after sign after sign that it's time for me to speak on whatever this is, like, you guys, my hands are, their palms are sweaty. Like, it's time. I never intended on it, but I just feel it deep in my heart. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Something is time. That's time for something to change. You see? Now I'm seeing spirit say, because you know when off Beauty and the Beast, when she pricked her finger, that was like that was a curse. I just heard the curse is lifted though. It was destined to happen that way. She was supposed to, there was nothing she could do. It was going to happen whether she liked it or not, one way or other. Do you remember how her parents were like trying to throw out all of the especially in Maleficent, I'm remembering, like they were was it Maleficent, or they were burning like all of the whatever these are called, whatever this shit is called, I don't know what it's called, but they were trying to prevent the prophecy from coming true. So there's some type of prophecy that I feel like is going to come true either way it go. But the curse is broken. 9 of Wands, the curse is broken. You are being protected from something. 7 of Swords at the bottom, some type of deception, sneaky shit, lies that's got to come to light, you guys. Something has to come to light. And I heard a reader say, this is also, when I tell you I've been getting so much confirmation, somebody thought that because something was very traumatic for me, or because something was very scarring, that I wouldn't speak on it. And I ain't gonna lie, at first it was. When I tell you this was it was the most traumatic thing I've ever been through in my life. I can't say one of the most, because when I went through this, I immediately became a vegetarian after, like, I'm not anymore, but I'm feeling heavy in my spirit. It's time for me to go back, because when I go through a spiritual awakening, you're going to lose some type of habit that you had. That's how you will know you're going through a spiritual awakening. You could have been like on meat really bad, and all of a sudden you just convert to like vegetarianism, or you could have been a smoker really bad. Now all of a sudden you don't smoke. Now all of a sudden, you guys, I don't even have the want to smoke. I used to want to smoke, like, okay, you know, I just want a little bit of, you know, I don't want to do it anymore, out of nowhere. And if you know me, you know I like smoke, like, out of nowhere. So I know I just hit another spiritual awakening. I've been dreaming nonstop like crazy, and ever since I stopped smoking, my gift's been on 10. So I'm hearing, are you ready? Like from some source told me to use this deck today, so I'm hearing that from Princess Tiana. And you know what, because when I was pulling before I came on here, Princess Tiana. So something significant about, because I was seeing that scene where, remember, he is the voodoo, I don't know, he was like, what, a voodoo king or something? He was supposed to be like royalty. And so he said he come from a royal or whatever, or his mama was somebody who was, so it was like a voodoo, somebody was into like heavy spell work, or like I'm getting covering occult energy, especially what's related to me, where somebody was trying to do some type of energy transfer, destiny swap, soul transfer. And I'm gonna tell y'all how deep this shit go. So are you ready? So in that movie, you remember when he was getting his karma back. Now source, this is literally, this book was turned this way. It was literally just turned on this side. And what are the odds? He's at the bottom of it. So somebody was a magician. You know, the magician card is Gemini energy, but it don't have to be a Gemini. Because I know the person who did what they did to me was not a Gemini. And now I cut the deck at the 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, you guys. not deck, I mean open the book. I literally just turned to a random page in the book. So something here again, I saw the Seven of Swords in that deck. Represents sneaky behavior, somebody trying to get away with something, unsavory character, maybe trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant. So I definitely feel like it's time to face the truth. It says here, acknowledging the reality of a situation could be difficult, but it's the only way to move forward. Honesty is the key to your success. So something here I'm meant to speak on is going to be very successful. I asked Source what would be the outcome, because like I said, I didn't know if I was supposed to speak on this. Maybe the Six of Wands came out, meaning that's going to be a success. This is something that I need the people to see, because I don't know how many people are going through something similar, or this could save you from some type of trouble, you guys. Eight of Swords is literally indicating feeling restricted or hopeless at the moment. And I kind of was feeling like, damn, do I talk about it? Do I not? What do I do? Someone wanted to silence my truth. Someone wanted to like me to never speak on this because it was very traumatic for me. So I feel like you may have not been confident in speaking your truth. You may have not, or you lacked confidence if something was actually the way it looks like. When I'm telling you 100% it was, because I was feeling that as well. Like maybe it's not what it looks like, it's exactly what it looks like, Source is saying. So I definitely feel like you want to have a new perspective towards something. You want to have a new perspective towards something, especially some type of truth. But yeah, with that, are you ready? Remember, he had to get his judgment day. I'm hearing judgment day is upon us for the people who came from the chosen ones. So in the movie, he was like steady calling on, what was it, like evil spirits or something? I don't know. You know, when you work with voodoo and shit like that, and you putting out that shit, and you trying to work with darker entities, you have to make a sacrifice. There has to be like a give and take, and usually them type of energies are trickster spirits anyway. So I remember in the movie, he had to get his karma back on all of them spirits that he was calling on other people or conjuring. I'm hearing all of those spirits, that them dark entities he made contracts with, he made promises to, he could not deliver. He could not deliver the sacrifice, which was, I don't know, Princess Tiana or something, or whatever the sacrifice was. I have to watch the movie again, but I remember in the on that scene, Princess Tiana was sitting back watching him go through, as the frog, she was watching him go through that, where he was like, oh, give me more time. I remember her saying, give me more time, and the spirits were like turning on him, coming after him, and he was afraid. So something about a karmic, or these with something that somebody sent out towards you, is now judgment day. And those spirits, I feel like they made contracts with lower entities because of who you are and your ranking and who they knew that you were, and it's judgment day for this shit to come to light. Like he kept saying, give me more time. Somebody thought that they had more time. Somebody thought that something would not be discussed or talked about, but it's time. The number 17 may be significant. This could no longer be held back. I definitely feel like those evil contracts have come to an end. So yeah, I'm just gonna read this really quick because I was writing down downloads and stuff that I got pertaining to the situation. So I'm gonna make sure that I talked about this, Brother Creek Phil, because I was writing everything down. I didn't want to forget anything. Yeah, I said if I was wondering if I should share this, then I saw Yamaya's name. So the Orishas, that's what they want me to talk about as well. The Orishas have been coming to me lately, like showing up in various forms, and baby, when I tell you they've been making themselves known, they've been making themselves known. And after my near-death experience, I was never even into the Orishas and shit like that. I was never into, like, I wasn't born into that type of shit. Like I wasn't initiated or come from a bloodline that's like, they came to me. And all of a sudden, like that, I couldn't tell y'all the entire story, but after I went through my near-death experience, for some reason I was turning on like callings or chants to Yamaya and like the water deities, because it was something very significant to my near-death experience where they were protecting me. When I'm telling you that was protecting the fuck out of me, ain't for play. When I say I'm not for play, not for play. And it's like, not for play. So it says, so Yamaya was letting me know that the spirits say it's time and it cannot be stopped or silenced, you guys. And I've been so emotional lately, and I've noticed because like the water deities, like if you're a very emotional person or you have like water in your top 3 or something like that, you're highly connected to water, like your intuition. You need to trust your instincts, and please don't ever doubt it. So Source was definitely saying it's time for me to speak on something, release, to shine light on something. 1144 I wrote down, and 144. The chosen ones are very significant to this message, you guys, because I definitely feel like it says attack is the spiritual war on chosen ones. And I got the quote, and I looked and behold, or that's the scripture, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him sat on him was death, and hell followed him. Okay, anyways, and I looked and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was death, and hell followed with him, And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. So this was like the fourth horseman of the apocalypse or something significant to that. So something significant to like the apocalypse, or like, yeah, I know this may seem all over the place, you guys, but it's very significant. If you with me, you with me. To kill with sword and with hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth. So you know what this is giving me? That's Revelation 6:8. This is giving me like the plagues. I just heard that. I didn't get that when I was writing this down. But it's giving me the plagues of like Egypt, when then it was like, I'm hearing let my people go. I want to throw this book because I'm hearing source like, you cannot, whatever these principalities and strongholds that was over the people, these sex trafficking rings heavily. I'm getting heavy sex trafficking energy. It's been like 2 times in my life where I dead ass made it out of sex trafficking situations or something that was very shicey. I'll just say that. So it's something about them it's something about my energy that they want really bad. I'll just say that. And I'm too protected. It says spiritual death, because somebody was trying to bring a spiritual death or death to the chosen ones, but it's going to be spiritual death. I feel like we're going to have a rebirth, and the people who were on the ends of this, it's like they're going, this reckoning day, is judgment day, like the dude from that movie. It's nothing they could do. Them same as spirits and entities they made contracts with. I'm even getting like people in higher places that they made contracts with. They see that they could not deliver, and they're going down. Period. I don't care. So it's like Epstein went down. You can never be too big to go down. So it says, okay. So one night, let me dive deep into how all of this began. One night, this is what the start of when I started to read tarot, you guys. It was a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I know I documented all of this. Not exactly sure what was the year, but I'm pretty sure this was like 2020. I do remember the day was it was in July when this happened. I don't remember the exact year, but I know it was like a couple years ago. It had to be like 2020 or 2021, around that time. I really should have put like the year, but I know it wasn't no time soon. It wasn't 2023. It wasn't 2022. So it had to be like 2020, 2021. But I'm pretty sure. Hell, I'm really kind of confident on 2020. So something about Ariana Grande could be significant. Somebody could have her perfume like cloud pink. I don't know. That could be significant for somebody. That could just randomly. But yes, okay. So during my near-death experience, this is when I first started reading tarot, you guys. I never had read tarot before, and I think this is very significant to that I'm doing this years later. Like, okay, so anyways, when I first started reading tarot, my mom was totally against it. Like, I come from a very religious family. She did not want me to read it because of various reasons, but it was my purpose. I was going to do what I was going to do regardless. So I literally used to hide tarot cards under my bed, you guys. Like, it's crazy how it all transpired and look where I'm at now. But I used to hide the cards under my bed because my mom was so against it. That lady was so against it. She was like fearful of it in a way, but I also feel like it was because of other things too. When you're powerful and you have knowledge coming to you, or wisdom that you don't know, many people fear this because of what you might discover about different things, possibly even about them. So I'm not even going to speak too much on that, but it was a lot of, I was facing a lot of backlash, not just from her, like family members. It's like my family don't fuck with tarot. I'm gonna just say it like that. I come from a religious family, so I'm really the black sheep. I'm really the one who was the first to kind of venture out and do this. So I definitely recall that in the dream. So something about a dream is significant. Pay attention to your dreams. But no, around that time she had called me like with the tarot cards, and I remember her saying like, you can't do that in here, you can't do that in my house. I don't believe in that. Yeah, but yada yada yada. Pretty much got kicked out that day. Like, it was a lot of. I pretty much we got into it really bad, and she was like, you know, you can't do that in here. So I left. My friend had called me. So I'm gonna show y'all how the enemy works. While I was going through some type of very vulnerable situation with my mom, we had got into it really, really bad. And this is how the enemy works. He tries to get you in a place of vulnerability. She asked me, do you want to come over? You want to link or whatever? You want to hang out? We could just chill for the day. So I was like, sure, yeah, why not? So I linked with her. She asked us as well, like, I never had did any type of drugs before. Of course, I smoked weed, like, but I wasn't even really like a hard smoker at that time. It started getting a little worse when, like, as I got older, like, I was just smoking more and more. But around that time, I was like a mild weed smoker. I was smoking here and there or whatever. But I remember her asking me, like, at that time too, like, would you like to try like LSD with me? I try, you know, you do stuff with your friends, you do shrooms, I've never done shrooms before, even though I kind of do want to check it out because I hear people say that's a good spiritual, like for your spiritual awakenings. But if I'm being honest, I'm somebody who's so tapped in and spiritually, like, already, some stuff for the chosen ones can make you go into overdrive and overkill, especially if you're already very powerful and you're very just tapped in spiritually. Because I kept hearing my spirit say, like, you really didn't need to do this. Like, you will be so tapped in already. But I'm happy that I did. I'm not even gonna lie, because of the simple fact that I would not be where I am today. It would not have caused me to go through that big awakening, which I feel like everything was gonna happen regardless. But everything happened the way it was supposed to. So I don't hold that against them or any of the shit that went down. I forgave everybody involved already. Like, I let that go out inside of my heart. I don't hold any secret animosity, but it's time for me to speak on it. Like, I never thought I was going to speak on it. I'm not saying this. Anything I'm revealing or saying is not from a place of hate or shame to ridicule anybody, but it's literally because it's time. So people gonna have to understand it is what it is. So I remember her asking, like, do you want to try LSD with me, you guys? And I want y'all to understand everything that was going down at the time. I had never done LSD before. That was the only and last time I had ever tried it. And you feel me? I was in a very vulnerable state. Like I said, I just got kicked out the house with my mother or whatever. We got in a very terrible damn, I just heard accident. Something about an accident. Somebody's gonna get in an accident, or somebody was trying to wish an accident on you. So something was an accident, or was supposed to look like an accident, but it wasn't an accident. I just heard freak accident, but it wasn't an accident. It was very much planned. So and this has to do with the situation as well. Do you guys understand that that day I ended up taking 4 tabs of acid with her? I didn't see her take anything, you guys. She told me when I linked with her, she was already high off of a drug or whatever. She was already high off of LSD. That's what it was. So again, I'm not a druggie. I don't do drugs. Anybody who know me know I don't fool with that shit. Like, so that was something too. Like, I'm more of like a goody two-shoes. Like, I've never been that type. So I'm not even trying to see her seem more pure or whatever, because I'm coming straight up to y'all and telling y'all what it is. I haven't spoken on this in so long. Like, so yes, I remember her saying like, just take all 4. It was 4 of them. I remember in movies too, I used to watch, I only see people putting that one last tab on their tongue. Baby, I took 4 tabs and I'm still here to this day to tell a story, and I was looking that shit up. You can literally have an overdose off that shit. And but God. So and I know on my end it was slow. Like, girl, you didn't see her take the drug. You didn't see her take nothing. Why would you take it? Like, stupid. I know, you guys, but again, it's how the enemy works. So but again, another reason why I felt very comfortable to do it with her or around her was because this is somebody that I really grew up with. This is somebody who was like a best friend to me that I would have never expected. That's the person I would have, if I was to say somebody that I would have least expected to turn on me or do some grimy shit, it would have been her. So like I said, at first I was really considering, like, maybe it wasn't on purpose. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe it was just something that, like, even to this day, I still be having my doubts. Like, damn, is it what it looks like? Is it what it? And I think that's another thing that they were betting on, that I was so traumatized, that I was so confused, that I was so out of it, or because somebody could have had something that happened to them where you were drunk or you were just out of the loop. You were not in your body really, but I feel like you were still lucid. So you know what happened to you, or you know to a certain extent something happened. So I'm definitely getting like, this is what somebody was betting on, though, that you would not come or forward or tell your truth. But baby, it's time. I just keep hearing it's time. So yes, the clock is ticking. So again, it's like something significant with okay, I did not see her take the drug, like I was saying. So I remember when we were going to pick the stuff up, it was like something significant I heard her saying in the front seat. She was with her boyfriend and she was saying something like, automatically, either way it goes, it's gonna fall on us. Heard it clear as day. But this is somebody I grew up with again, you guys, mind you. This is somebody who I consider my sister. Like, seriously, I don't have friends like that to this day, because the situation scarred me so bad that I was afraid to like even make new friends. So you guys can understand when I see posts about people saying people with no friends are the problem, blah blah blah. You guys don't even understand. Like, my friendships used to mean the world to me, and my friendships meant more than any other relationship I had in my life to me, because when I let you in my life, when I call you a sister, I mean that shit. I would have fought for that girl, I would have killed for that girl, but it was like, it's something very shicey about the whole situation and the way it went down. Like I said, to this day, I still don't even want to like fully believe that that's what was going on. But it's like, at this point, am I going to still ignore, like, after I'm getting all these signs, even if it's like, I'm just meant to speak on it, okay? So I'm not going to pass judgment on the situation. I'm just meant to speak on how I was perceiving things from my perception. So I remember hearing her say, either way, it's going to fall on us, and I wasn't thinking anything of it. And she was saying like something about either they should pay or should I pay or something. I don't even remember. It's very kind of hazy around it, but I do specifically remember her saying something is going to fall on them regardless. So I paid for it myself, of course. Like, I don't know what that was about, but I took it. She told me to take all 4 tabs. I took it. If you guys understand, that entire time that I was high or off that shit, I was lucid. I was literally very much so, I was so lucid that my ancestors, my spirit guides was telling me exactly what was happening to the T, what was going to go down. They didn't tell me it was a setup. I didn't know that until like the very next day, until like I was coming down and I was feeling shit like something's not right. Something was fucking off about that entire night, that entire day. Like, it was just very eerie. So I do remember her saying like something like, damn. Okay, so after we did that shit, it was a lot going on or whatever. I do remember that was the first time I had ever did a tarot reading on somebody, because that was the first time I bought my own deck and everything. Like, y'all didn't know the meaning of a damn card. I mean, never studied that shit. Never, like, I would watch readings and stuff like that, but I never knew. When I tell you, it wasn't even one of those decks where it had like a lot of visual things where you could just be like, okay, so I could see what's. Baby, when I say naturally gifted, I did a reading on her and her man, her boyfriend at the time, and I remember seeing certain things in the cards where I was like, yeah, y'all not gonna last. Like, y'all gonna, something is gonna, like, I saw what I was seeing, but I remember at the time too, she was playing into it, and man, when I tell y'all so much that goes into this, she was even telling me that she felt like her boyfriend was cheating, or it was certain things going down, and she felt like it was blah blah blah. She wanted me to confront him. She wanted me to do this, hyping me up to, like, you know, it was kind of like, okay, trying to make me look like the crazy one, trying to make me look like I was kind of off the shit or whatever. So I remember when I went in the room, I kind of asked her boyfriend, like, what's going on between you and blah blah, because I'm that type of friend. I'm very protective, and she knew that. So it was very, you see how it's adding up to, like, all targeted to make me look like I'm off the shit or something was wrong. Because I remember when I did go in the room to kind of confront him, like, she asked me to, she was standing behind me acting innocent, like she didn't know what was going on, like, oh, my name Bennett and I ain't in it, like, type shit. But whole time you was the one sitting here telling me to do it. But I do remember as I was reading for her, I don't know why my discernment wasn't on 100%, but I still, in my spirit, you can't take somebody's intuition away from them, their spirit, no matter what you're going through, especially if you have an anointing and favor with God. I don't care if you had off a fucking 100, whatever, story's gonna come through for you. Promise you. That showed me just how much I meant to source that night, because baby, no hurt, harm, or danger came to me. And I do remember seeing her face contort. As I was reading her cards, I did not tell her that. I did not tell anybody that. I saw her face contort into a demonic face. Don't know why I didn't pick up on the signs. Maybe I thought I was tripping or something. No one else. It was a couple people in that house, you guys. It was like trailer parks. I never even been into that area. Like, I had never walked in that area. I know it's a certain area where I live, and it was like trailer parks over there, and that's where it went down at. So nobody, it was a couple people in the house, or whatever you want to call it, in the trailer, and none of their faces contorted, none of their faces turned, but hers. So it was some type of demonic, and I'm not gonna lie, yeah, she had demonic entities connected to her, because I know for a fact, as a seer, I knew that. So I saw it manifest on her face, but I didn't really think anything of it, or I didn't push past that. You know, I didn't go past. You know, I didn't do anything about it. I still was kind of like in the energy of, like, I'm hearing like lamb. I was kind of like the sacrificial lamb, or so they thought. So as I was confronting her boyfriend or whatever, she was acting innocent, okay, whatever. So I really wasn't picking up on the signs and stuff that was happening, but there's something in my spirit. So we walked outside too. I know it seems all over the place, because I'm really skipping over some things, because it was a long night. So we walked outside. I remember I was very emotional, because baby, I was feeling less. When I tell you the presence of the Lord is here, well, the presence of the Lord was on me so damn heavy that night. I was hearing shit that I ain't never heard before. I was seeing shit, like, and I'm not talking about like illusions. I'm not talking about shit that's just like, oh, you're hallucinating. No. When I tell you spirit was talking to me, he told me I wouldn't see that girl past that day, as in, like, I would never link with her again. I would never be in her presence. Baby, I haven't seen that girl since that day. As in, like, being in her vicinity, as in, like, we're connected, and we used to hang out. When I tell you that was my sister, haven't seen her since that day. So again, very symbolic. God told me in my head, you will not see this girl again after today. Like, you are not gonna, y'all paths are, it's not gonna cross type shit. And I do remember that night we were on two different spiritual planes. I wrote that in my diary, because I went again. It's like I flipped timeline. Something was going on so heavy with the energy, and Source was telling me, see, this is why you were never intended to do these type of things where, oh, it connects you with your higher self, your spirit. You don't need that, because it's going to be overdrive for somebody like you who is spiritual, or somebody like you who is very tapped in. It's going to be like overkill. So I do remember, like, baby, I was so emotional, I would start crying. And do you guys understand that when I cried, it would start to rain? When I stopped, it stopped? Do you understand that everybody that was in that trailer house, it was a couple people, they noticed that? Do you understand they said it out of their own mouths, that it was odd how that when I would start to cry, it would stop? She noticed that herself. Do y'all understand? She told me out of her own mouth. It's very weird, you know, how when I start to cry, or when I would be emotional, it would start to rain, you guys. When I'm telling you, Yamaya and Oshun showing their asses. They don't play. And if those are your if you're a daughter of Oshun or Yamaya, baby, I promise to God. I promise you guys, you're heavily protected. It's nothing that you have to worry about. Nothing. No hurt, harm, or danger shall come to you. No weapon formed against you shall ever prosper. Though they may form, they shall never prosper. They cannot penetrate your protection. So, and you know what? I think everybody in that house was allowed to see that shit, because I don't know how many people was in on that, or I don't know to a certain extent. Like I said, to this day, I truly don't. I'm trying to follow like what I was feeling in that moment, because something keeps telling me stop doubting. I keep saying, what if she wasn't? What if it was like a bigger misunderstanding? What if man, look, So everything is what it looked like. So I would start to cry and it would start to rain. When I would dry my tears up, when I tell you the rain would cease, it would cease. So I remember something in my spirit kept telling me, get away from her. You need to walk away from her. And I even wrote that in my book. Like, the more further I got away from her, the better I felt spiritually, emotionally. Like, it was like, and the more I would walk away from her, the heavier it started to rain outside, you guys. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot going on that night, baby. It was, talk about ghetto, baby. It was so much going on that night. But it was so spiritually and divinely guided. I felt like the rain was guiding me. I've never in my life felt like that in my life. But it was telling me, like, you need to separate or distance yourself from her, because something terrible or something was going to go down or something. I remember her and her boyfriend were talking. She even told me to step away while they were talking. Like, she told me, like, when her boyfriend came outside, it was like a loud thunder. Wasn't no damn thunder outside. It was like God was speaking to me through and I saw it's a card in my deck that says natural disasters. Let me see it, if I can find this. If I'm even supposed to pull out of that deck. I don't know, but damn, I do want to find it. I should. Yeah, here it is. So it is a card in my deck that says natural disasters, but it was something very significant about the rain that night, the weather. I literally cut the deck. I swear to God, I just cut the deck. I was finna say the rain that night, the weather, and it cut a natural disaster. I can't make this shit up. I would never lie on my channel. I don't lie on my hands. I don't lie on my cards, baby. It says nature can be strong and harmful, showing our vulnerability and Mother Nature's power. Do you see what's exactly on this card? This is the water deities, Yamaya, something about tornadoes, whirlwinds, or hurricanes. So the water spirits were pissed off because of what was going down, baby, that they thought I did not. So something about a religious leader, or you could be somebody who's very religious or influential, baby. When I tell you sources going, when I tell you I already know this reading finna hit, like, even if, because I just don't want it to be I'm trying to get the message out so it's not too long and drawn out. But you guys, anyways, separated with her that night, met a man that night that literally, I feel like he had something to do with like a setup or a sex trafficking or something like that, like I said. So I was very confused about the entire order of things that went down. Like, I know for a fact he was in on some sex trafficking shit. That's some things that it's no doubt in my mind about that this day. Like, I might be still confused about the situation with her and what part she played in it, but I know for a fact with the man that I met that night, he was 100% a sex trafficker. And let me tell you why. I was in the rain, it was pouring down on me. I kept reciting scriptures, specifically the Lord's Prayer. What is it? When I tell you I can't even say that shit off the top of my head right now, but as I was in that state, I was saying scriptures. I'm not even no damn scripture type of person where I could just say it off the top of my head. Never been that type of person. But in that moment, that's how you know if you're a spiritual warrior, it's in you, not on you. That shit is in you. Like, you know how they say some spirits just know the word. They said the demons know the word better than this, some humans and some religious people. But it's because, again, it's like some types of shit is just in you. And I tell you, I was spitting that shit out. It was protection over me. What is it? Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I should feel no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff shall comfort me. Baby, when I tell you I was saying the entire prayer, how? I don't know that damn prayer. Bro, it was like just something in my spirit kept telling me to profess it, speak it, profess it, because it was something very significant, you guys. So I met a man that night. He saw me in the rain. He said it was the light that attracted me to you. Swear to God. I didn't go to him. I didn't go knocking to door or whatever. He literally told me. And this girl even said she saw what was going down when it happened. How? We were not even in the same vicinity. The girl who was my friend or whatever, which I know it was spell work involved. It was a lot of witchery and witchcraft involved, but or something pertaining to the timelines that we were on. But she straight up said, like, I saw what was like happening, or I saw where you were at, but we were not in the same vicinity. When I tell you, some shit was like weird. It was weird that night, you guys. It was very weird. Even one time, I do want to say, when I got this journal, I was in college at the time, and I remember being on a budget and saying, like, damn, I really want that, but I'm not going to get it. She called me and told me exactly what the journal looks like. She called me and told me, but she kind of said it was like a purplish, but it was really pink. But everything else she said about it, it had like gold tint. It's more of it's a little worn down now, but that it had like more of like a gold, like flowers, and then what is it? And that's a certain word I'm looking for, embroidery or something. I don't know. There was flowers and shit on there, like that was kind of like gold lined. She explained the book to a T, you guys. So I'm thinking, like, damn, yeah, this is my friend. She prophetic like me. Like, she can. Some people have monitoring spirits on you, baby, that can see what you're doing. But it's just something like that. It just didn't sit well with me too after the fact. Like, I didn't notice at the time either, because I'm just like, oh, that's confirmation. Let me go back and get that journal. Let me hold time, you guys. I'm gonna tell y'all why it makes sense later on too. So I was supposed to die that night, or I was supposed to be set up really bad. Something terrible was supposed to happen. Whether it was by her hand or somebody else's, or the man that I met that night. So she was like, yeah, get the journal. I got the journal. This has been the journal that I was writing at that time. Like I said, every page is filled up. I documented everything. So At the time, I remember the man, he was asking if I was all right. He was assessing the situation and stuff like that. He came outside to me, and he was saying, the light attracted me to you. It was no light outside, you guys. It was no fucking light. So he had to be talking about the light within me. And you know, this reminded me of something I said on my channel when I was pulling it. It was saying something about how, like, a hitman or somebody that was supposed to be involved in something actually had a change of heart. So then I started thinking, like, what if that was about me? Because I did remember in that moment thinking, like, when I was first meeting him, I didn't think, like, oh, he's a sex trafficker. But then I'm going to tell y'all how it dawned on me. But I was just like, of course, it was a lot going on that night. It was pouring raining. He sees a girl who's vulnerable in the rain. Let me help her. So yeah, seems like a fitting, you know, in the nick of time, help came. Boy, was I wrong. So he asked if I wanted to, like, if I needed shelter, or do you want to go in the shed? I remember him asking me, and I said, the shed? I ain't going no goddamn shed with your ass. I'm high on 4 tabs ass, but I promise to God I was lucid enough to know, oh, you better not go your ass in that shed, or you shall not come out. So I was like, yeah, no, that's a big no. Then I do remember him also saying, I think he was noticing how, like, I was still kind of like hesitant towards him. I was still like, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. I was like talking to him, I was talking through all of it, but it was still kind of scattered. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, I was just perfectly fine. It was a little scattered because I was, again, off 4 fucking tabs. I said, come on now, let's be for real. And I do remember everything vividly though, so it wasn't like my mind was going. It wasn't like I was in this bitch just, oh, you don't know. Oh no, I remember. And I think one thing that stood out to me the most was his smile. This man had the most, like, blood curling smile. Like, it's like he was trying to put me at ease, but it was something so evil about that man's smile, you guys. I remember he had on Gucci slides or something very expensive, like Fendi or something like that, and his coat was expensive too. It was like a name brand, but you're in a trailer park, right? So, not saying nothing's wrong with it. I'm not even trying to talk shit. I'm saying, like, this is how I'm assessing the situation. I'm very lucid, so I'm looking at everything. And I remember him asking, like, do you want to go inside, like, to get out of the rain, you guys? And you know, when I went inside, he had an outfit already for me picked out so that I could put it on. He said, you know, you can change into this. Baby, I want to change my motherfucking clothes, because something told me if you change your clothes, you is not coming. What if you were to die? What if something was to happen to you and people can't say, well, the last thing she had on is blah, blah, blah. Something told me in my spirit, you better not change those clothes. So I was like, oh, thank you, or whatever. I was playing it real cool, you know, still not really thinking nothing of it. And I remember him telling me, like, yeah, I live with my auntie, because I was asking, like, who else lives here? I'm very cautious of men. I've always been since a little girl. That's another thing that's very significant. Like I said, connected to my past life. Always been overly nervous. Even my granddaddy. When I was a little girl, I've never told people I used to be nervous around my granddaddy. He never was a pedophile. He never did anything. It's just the energy of men would make me terrified when I was a little girl. No reason at all. But again, it was connected to my past life or something that terrible that happened to me. So, again, yes, he asked, like, he said, I live with my aunt, you know, she cool, she in the other room, bro, it's the whole trailer. Wasn't nobody in that other room. She said, what fucking lady? Wasn't nobody in that other room, you guys. I can tell you right now, wasn't nobody in that other room. And you know, most sex traffickers or predators will try to bring women into it or make you feel more comfortable with, like, children or women, or it's, oh, I got a niece your age, or I got a, you know, my auntie here right now, you have nothing to worry about. So, girl, when I tell y'all, wasn't nobody in that damn house but him, at least I didn't see nobody. I didn't see the other person. So if your auntie's in here, where is she at? Why wouldn't your auntie be worried about this random stranger that you're bringing in the house out of the rain? Black people at that. Black people gonna ask some questions. So I was like, nah, something ain't right about the situation, but still not thinking anything of it. We went into a certain room in his trailer. And I remember, again, I was soaking wet. I didn't know my way around because I did not. I'm somebody, I was very sheltered too as a little girl. My mom didn't let us sleep over people's house. We didn't really roam a lot. I didn't even know my own neighborhood like that because I wasn't somebody who was like outside in the streets and stuff like that. Never was like that. So I was so lost in the sauce. I didn't know my way around. I didn't know how to get back to where I was or whatever like that, or what was going on. Do you guys understand that when I was sitting in his room, I assessed the situation? This is a grown man, you guys, at that. This man had hella stuffed animals in his room. I mean, kids stuffed animals. I mean, stuff for little kids, like, oh, where is it? I have stuffed animals too, but it's a certain one, like some little beanie babies and shit, like shit like this, and like, but it was like tinier ones for like kids and stuff like that. And you're a boy too, and I didn't get gay. I mean, you never know. You can't read gay on the project, but I didn't get gay vibes on it. I could see if it was like you're an effeminate type, and you like, no, bro. It's literally because that was a trafficking station or something that I was at, and I'm gonna tell you how I know. It was a fat ass blood stain on the bed, or whatever it was a fat stain on the bed, and it's giving blood. Because if I can remember vividly, that's the first thing my head popped to. Like, okay, I don't know what happened on this bed. You see, again, I'm kind of like not really taking this shit serious. Y'all, when I tell you I was sitting on the floor, because that's why I sat on the floor. Something told me you better not sit on. I'm very like, even though I'm off the shit, something I knew not to sit on that bed. Like, it was giving like, I don't know what's that, like type shit. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit on the floor. You guys, I just saw 444 protection. So I was protected through that entire experience. But as I was sitting on the floor, that's when something shifted in my spirit. When I tell you, the spirit of discernment must have washed over me like a flood. Something told me, you know, when you think you were okay, you cool, until you understand that you're not. That's called the Holy Spirit. That's discernment. So when that came over me, it was calm though. The Holy, this is how you know you're dealing with the Holy Spirit. It will not be something that's going to scare the shit out of you and alarm you like, ah! Source is going to come in so damn smooth with it. The Holy Spirit is a silent voice. The Holy Spirit does not create doubt, does not create chaos. The Holy Spirit comes in with one assignment, to bring peace and to bring awareness and clarity and protection. So that's what it did. It straight up told me, do not make a scene. You're not supposed to be here. This, like, I felt it in my spirit. I was at the wrong place. Swear, I promise to everything I love. It's like it just happened out of nowhere. Like, I was cool in that, be like, okay, you know, I'm trying to text my friend, like, girl, where you at? Whatever's going on, I'm texting her. And I kept seeing, what was it? Checkmate. It was the checkmate piece in chess. Either I kept sending that or she kept sending it, but it was like out of my control. When I tell you, it was so much like supernatural shit happened at night, and that's even symbolic, and I'm gonna tell y'all how. But checkmate kept happening, checkmate. So it was some type of spiritual spell work that was being done, or some type of ritual that was supposed to happen to take me out. I'm telling y'all. So again, with that checkmate energy, this is like source saying checkmate, like you going down. You cannot. This is chess, not checkers energy. So they thought they was making a move against me, but whole time Source made the biggest move. And I'm telling you, in my spirit, I felt, you need to get out of this house. So as I was moving to get out of his house, something told me don't alarm him. So I was trying to make it seem like, you know, oh, I just need to go, you know, like I need some air. Like I just need some air. So I remember him clocking my every move. I remember him, oh my God, I remember him, like, it was scary for me. I couldn't unlock the door. I remember him standing at the end of the hallway, you guys. It was almost like on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit, watching me trying to unlock the door. Not that, oh, I'm gonna come over and help you, but watching me trying to unlock. So something in my spirit was like fuck, like, you know, but again, heavy on the spirit was yelling at me to remain calm. I don't know, it's something about when predators know that you're scared or that you whacking out or something like that. That's kind of it, like it turns them on or something, or makes them want to attack you more. So Source kept telling me in my head, remain calm. Don't even let him know that you're alarmed. Don't alarm him. Don't let him know that you're onto him. So my friend was calling me at that time, and that's her, as she was calling, I remember that the interference that was coming on through the phone. And when I answered the phone, she screamed to the top of her lungs. She literally told me, even after the fact when we talked, she thought I was dead. But again, if you thought I was dead as a friend, why wouldn't you be on some, thank God, you know, you were alive. She screamed as in that she was genuinely surprised that I answered that phone. So it's something significant again about that too. She was trying to figure out exactly where I was at or whatever. Divine timing was so perfect that night though. When I tell you, when her boyfriend, I remember specifically, so I don't know why I'm feeling guided to say that too. When her boyfriend was speaking in the background, the phone kept breaking up. When I tell you, it was like very staticky. Something was very staticky, like the interference would get very staticky. So I feel like that was like some type of interference or spiritual warfare too. Every time she would talk, I could hear her clearly. Anytime her boyfriend would even mumble a word, a sound, the phone would get staticky. I don't know what that was about. It would become like, it would break up. So I truly don't know what that was about. But when I tell you, like, so he opened the door, we went outside because he even got on the phone with her. I don't remember how that even transpired, where he had my phone and he was talking to her. So her and the boy was talking, you remember that, so you find me. So I don't know, supposedly they were saying like, oh, she was trying to figure out the house that I was at so she can send the police there. But when I tell y'all, the police came within like 12 seconds. When I stepped outside, it was not long. It wasn't like, baby, when I tell you the police pulled up so damn quick. So it's like they already knew where I was at type shit. But yes, I on the phone, I pretty much remember it's like he was trying to like tell her, I wasn't really aware of the whole conversation because I wasn't paying attention to like that. I was not paying attention to what he was saying to her. I just remember like I got the gist that maybe he's trying to tell her where I'm at, you know, to direct her to my location. But when I tell you, it's the fact that the police got there so quick, and I was like, okay, so maybe they were already in the vicinity. But yeah, so I remember when the police came, I was already thinking the police came, the fire department, I believe, pulled up as well. I remember thinking like I should tell them like whatever. I didn't know in my spirit 100% like, oh, this is sex trafficking, until I was putting 2 and 2 together the next day, because the blood on the bed, the stuffed animals, it was no TVs. I didn't see no TVs in that house. It didn't even look like a real living station. It looked like like passerbys, like you're passing by or you're doing some type of trafficking inside of that house. Like I don't recall seeing any TVs, I'll say that. It just didn't look normal. He didn't have no suitcases. He didn't have no drawers. He had nothing but bags of clothes. Like, you're prepared to pack up and leave whenever you need to. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, I never changed to those clothes he gave me. I just don't feel like that would have been the smartest decision at all. Damn. The police came that night, you guys. I ended up in the hospital. It was so much. Like, my mom had to come get me. Like, Y'all, it was so damn much. And then the next day, that's when I really started piecing things together, you guys. And I got it all written down in my diary. I was talking to my sister about it, like, girl, let me tell you what happened. Shit went down. And my sister is, I love my sister, even though we had our ups and downs too. But like, baby, she was on one accord with me as this shit was going down, asking like, okay, so what specifically happened? Okay, I think you and the girl should talk. Like, maybe y'all need to put this shit together. Like, me and her were trying to put it together too. Like, that's before I really was like on some like, oh, she was trying to, I think she was setting me up type shit. It wasn't even like in my spirit, even though I think I felt intuitively something was shifty about the whole situation. I remember telling my sister that, like, I don't know what part she played or, you know, to what extent, but I still think we all should talk about it to see like what we could figure out. And especially I was telling my sister about how the energies and how the weather was acting. When I would cry, it would start to rain, and how other people in the house noticed that as well. And I remember when I called her on FaceTime, I called the girl the next day on FaceTime, and I was like, girl, do you remember my sister was in a bed sitting on the other side of my room? So I was like, girl, do you remember like as I would cry that it would start to rain? And she was like, yeah, a couple of us noticed, or I was almost said the other girl name. It was somebody else in the house too, and I think she noticed as well. And she was like, yeah, we noticed that as well. So my sister can attest to that. Like, very, very eerie though. So everybody could see that the weather was responding to my emotions. You guys, I can't make this shit up. When I say I'm very connected to the waters and the weather, I can't make this shit up. And I remember telling her, like, girl, we gotta talk about this shit. Like I said, that was like somebody I considered a sister. You gotta come over here right now, girl. We have to talk about this. We got something to put together. This is somebody that I also consider to be very spiritual. So you see, when something like that happens, you want to put the pieces together. We're very spiritual. We finna come out. We finna decode this shit. We finna see what was really going down. You understand? She would not link for the life of her. She would not. And you remember, mind you, Spirit told me you're not going to see her after this. You're not, as in, I don't feel like he meant you won't see her like her face, but you're not going to be connected with her physically after this, because your paths are not supposed to cross. Whatever I've severed there, I've cut that off for a reason. I don't know if this is somebody in my past life who set me up, or it was something shicey there, but I definitely feel like it was protection, you guys. So she would not come over. When I tell you, even my sister was looking like, when she was saying like she come, my sister was like, hold on now, like, we both discerned, but my sister was like, hold the hell up, like, you know, she sounded a little, I was like, yeah, it sounded a little shicey, like, you know, we and my sister were talking with our eyes and shit like that, like, you know, you got that connection with somebody, like, something ain't right. And for the life of her, she would not come over. She sounded very, like, very nervous. She sounded very nervous, like she don't know if she had been caught, or she don't know what I knew, or it just, something just was fishy, you guys. Something did not sit right with me about the whole situation. Like, and I'm telling you, she told me at her own mouth, I thought you were dead. She said, remember when I screamed on the phone? I genuinely thought you were dead. So something about the train track she was talking about, or I thought you got hit by a train or something. Well, even way ago, I think it was supposed to be like a death ritual, or I was supposed to die that night, or I was supposed to, some type of entity she could have been trying to sacrifice me to, or something that she was, or sex trafficking. Man, when I say 100%, I know sex trafficking had to do with it though, with that man. But on her end, it was some type of death that was something terrible was supposed to happen that night. So either way it go, like, yeah, she was saying like, I thought you were dead. I screamed to the top of my lungs, and y'all heard you. But it just didn't sit right with me, because if you realize your friend was still alive, or it was if I get on the phone with my friend, I'm thinking something happened to you, I'm a girl, where you at? Thank God, we finna come get you. What are you doing? You screamed. You're surprised. You genuinely believed in your heart that I was going, or something was supposed to happen to me. So I'm getting again, are you ready? Give me more time, give me more time. Whatever entity she sent out, or whatever she promised, she could have promised me to, some type of darker entity. I don't know. I definitely feel like it was something dark there. Like I saw her, like I said, I saw her face contort and everything. But it did not happen, because God was on my side that entire night. And ever since, like, not even before that, but I'm saying like the presence of the Lord, like I just understood how deep it was in my life. The favor of God, no weapon formed. When I'm telling you, if I had ever doubted God before that, since that day, it has been no doubt in my heart. It has been 100% no doubt in my damn heart. So like I said, the Orishas was never something that I was deeply into, but after that I felt a strong pull to the Orishas. Like, I mean, the very next day I had Yamaya chants on, had never even thought of Yamaya, like I never even was into that type of shit, you guys. Like I said, I was just into tarot. Like, I did my first reading with her. That was the first time I ever pulled. Never looked at the definition of it. It was just based off pure intuition. So I was chanting, calling out to Yamaya. So I had booked a reading with this one reader. She's like a Hollywood reader or something like that, or she's a known reader. She reads for like celebrities and stuff too. So I got a reading through her. It was a very expensive reading, but I feel like it was worth it. She told me in the dream, someone's gonna come to you. And you guys, one thing I noticed in her readings, one thing I noticed after I found her, I have found her after the fact. I found her after all this shit went down, you guys, like a couple days later. I want y'all to see how connected everything is. Oh damn, I'm forgetting a major part, but I'm gonna talk about that. So yeah, she told me in the dream, not in the dream, this lady told me in the reading, she was saying something about sexual assault or sex trafficking or significant for you or something like that. like, lady, you hitting that shit on the head, like you ringing a bell on this and this shit. So she was also saying like you're gonna have a very significant person come to you in a dream, and she's going to be wearing gold. I think she told me gold. It was either gold or yellow, but she said she's going to be wearing gold, I believe. When the woman came to me in my dream, it was Oshun. I'm not going to share the exact details of the dream. But I get the sense that it was supposed to be like Oshun energy. And she said, you will be the second one. It was a specific person though, like, but I know that was like Oshun energy coming to me in the dream. But she told me you will be the second one, and it's pertaining to something that I'm destined for in this lifetime. I'm not really supposed to speak on that, but the deity that came to me in my dream, she was telling me like I'm going to be like, it's something about the second one that's significant, but I know what she meant, but I don't really feel like I'm supposed to speak on that. So anyways, Oshun was very significant too. She came to me after, like the lady said, you know, gold, yellow, whatever the case may be, but she came to me in a yellow dress, I believe, or it was gold, one of the two colors. I just remember specifically it was how the lady said it was gonna happen. I was like, oh goddamn, like, you know, and I knew you know, that was that Oshun energy. But I remember something pertaining to my dreams too coming true is very significant, but I know I'm not really supposed to be speaking on that right now. But yeah, what part was I saying I was forgetting to talk about? Okay, yeah, that's what I forgot. The very next morning, like I said, I was on the phone with that girl and I was telling her like, girl, you gotta come over here, we gotta talk about it. And I remember on Facebook, I sent the picture to her as well. Girl, when I tell y'all I sent the picture to her, it was an angel and a sex trafficking house, because I get 100% sex trafficking. The angel in the picture, it had wings. The wings were bound with tight rope. It had like, I believe it was like it was bruises and band-aids all over the angel. I don't know why I'm hearing like track marks and needles. So something about sex trafficking is so significant. So somebody could have tried to like, baby, the picture was so symbolic, I couldn't even believe my eyes. The angel had like bruises and like it was battered and beat, you guys. It's like a cry in my spirit. And guess what? It was a room, you guys, that the angel was in with like it looked like the room that I was in, you guys. It was a bed in the room where the angel was in. I don't have the picture anymore. I tried so hard to look for it, but I sent it to the girl when it happened. I sent it to her like, girl, this looks like exactly like the room I was in. Look at the angel. Her wings are bound. Like, what the hell? Like, then a man straight up told me like it was a light I saw on you or whatever. I don't know if that was just a little whatever he was saying just to get me in the house or whatever, but like I said, I don't know if he had a change of heart or what, but no hurt, harm, or danger came to me that night. And I remember in the picture of the angel with his wings bound, it had like a gag over his mouth or something like that. It could not speak. So something about somebody trying to silence me. And whew, I'm not even trying to like get emotional, but I just like this so significant because I haven't spoken on this in so long. Y'all, I really hate crying on my channel, but this is something so significant for me because it was so traumatic. And to see the confirmation that came through with the angel, like, I can't make this shit up. It's like, somebody needs to hear this shit. And I've been holding it, like, I can't. I've been holding it in for so long because I was so afraid to speak on it, and I was so scared that I don't know like the full details of what happened. And I know I didn't want to sound crazy to people because I knew that, you did 4 times and you were just fucking tripping. You know, you guys, when I tell you I knew what the fuck I was seeing, and I know the signs that I was getting afterwards. Fucking angel's wings were fucking bound. It was in a sex trafficking house. He had nothing but fucking, the man in the house had nothing but fucking stuffed animals, bro. I have a fucking soft spot for kids. Like, I don't care how I look right now. I don't care. I have a soft spot for kids, you guys. And that's why I feel heavy in my spirit. I'm supposed to be talking about this shit because it's somewhere that kids are fucking suffering, and I feel it heavy. And a dream I had even about the man recently, I just had that dream like yesterday or the day before. He was hurting kids. So I can't keep this in anymore because it's something going on with children, and I can't. Like, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm getting so emotional because I feel like it's something going on with the children. I was supposed to be speaking on this, and this could save somebody's fucking life, bro. It could be people that you least expect, and you have to watch your surroundings. You have to watch who you trust. So anyways, y'all, I sent the picture to her with the angel, and it was so symbolic, bro. God was showing me how protected that I am. Like, I can't, I'm sorry that I'm crying right now, but this shit is like, okay, anyways, let me come back. Like, I don't want to get too emotional, but I'm meant to let this out because, like I said, I've been holding on to this for so long. I was so afraid to speak on it because I did not know what parts was like. I didn't know for sure, but I don't care. I just feel like I'm meant to speak on it. And Source is going to deliver the rest. Source is going to do what Source needs to do. And so the angel was very beat badly in the dream. So I know, I mean, not the dream. I keep saying the dream. I don't know if it's something about a dream that's significant or you're getting a dream about something. But you guys, please pay attention to your dreams. The angel in the picture was very bruised, and I know it was something bad supposed to happen to me that night. But it wasn't a hair on my head that was touched, you guys. It was like I didn't, nothing harmed me. You know, I'm thanking God so much. I thank my angels so much. I thank Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Azrael. I thank all of them because I was so protected. I thank Yeshua. I thank the Orishas. I thank Yemaya. I thank Oshun. I thank you guys for choosing me. And I don't know why I was chosen. I don't know why they chose to protect me or to walk this path, but like I just feel it heavy in my spirit. Like this is something I'm supposed to be speaking on. Like, God damn it. I don't know. Anyways, natural disaster, bro. It's some type of overflow that's gonna happen. This is giving me tower moment energies. This shit has to be talked about. It was something terrible supposed to happen at night, and the source was telling me like, Earth angel, you're an Earth angel. That man said he saw a fucking light. I don't care if I don't know if that was something he just made up and poured out of his ass, but like I said, something went terribly different, or if something went different than it was supposed to go. It was supposed to go terribly wrong, but it went different. And he straight up said it was your light. He said, I saw a bright light when I looked at you. I saw nothing but a bright fucking light. So I don't know if it's something that his spirit told him that I was the wrong one to do it to, or because who's the right one. But like I said, it's something about that situation where I feel like it just flipped, and thank God that it did. Because something terrible was supposed to happen, and I 100% feel that. Even though, like I said, sometimes I still be kind of hesitant on what exactly happened in the moment. But I know for 100% it was sex trafficking involved. I know for 100% something terrible was supposed to happen. I know for 100% I had a near-death experience because, oh yeah, again, I forgot to mention, as I was getting away from her before I met the man, might I add, it was raining a lot. But it was very dark outside. So when I went into this, I went to another timeline. You guys, this is her portal in my head. So Source is saying that was a portal I went through. So it was a certain area that she even said it. I have the messages to this day from 2020 where she said, I felt like it was a portal that we went through, or was a portal that we opened up after all of this shit went down. Because I could feel it. I could still, like, it was something that, you know, it was something about a portal that opened up that night. I don't know if it was like energy harvesting, destiny swapping that was trying to be done. But that portal sent me to my past life. Because I always get emotional thinking about that too. In my past life, I was running, you guys. It reminded me of the movie Beloved. And I don't know why I'm getting that when she said Mama was running. So I don't know if you've seen that movie before. I just remember like I was trying to get away. I was running from my captors. I remember it clear as day. It was nothing but open field around me. It was dark outside in real time. When I'm going through this, remember, I'm outside as it was raining. But you guys, I went through a portal as I was walking. So I was no longer on this timeline. I went straight back to like a past life. All of a sudden, it's no longer dark outside. It's lights outside. Everything is, baby, it was an entirely different scenery. Excuse me. It was an entirely different scenery. It was light. It was nothing but light outside. I'm running, trying to get away. I remember saying it in my head, no matter where I go, they're all in on it. All of these houses, all of these people are fucking sex traffickers. It was no longer a trailer park that I was in. It was houses, you guys. Houses, and they all looked the same. It gave sex trafficking farm. It all looked the same, nothing but open field as well. And I remember thinking as I was running, it's like I wasn't myself. I wasn't in my, like I was in my body, but it was like I was another past version of myself, you guys. It was so. It was like unlike anything I had ever experienced in my fucking life. So I remember thinking like, oh, no matter what house I go to, then these people are in on it. They're all gonna be like, there's something about sex trafficking. Like it's nowhere, no matter where I run. But I just know, I remember in my head saying I have to go. I have to get away. So it's something that's very significant about that. So again, when I had the dream, remember I said I was gonna tell y'all how it was connected. Butter Creek Field. It was something about again a sex trafficking farm. And when I looked up Butter Creek Field, I just typed that in. That's all I said, Butter Creek Field. And when I looked it up online, it was like agriculture, or like a lot of open fields. And I kept hearing the 80s in my head. I don't know particularly to what that was pertaining to, but it reminded me of the field that I was running in. Like, of course, it was like no houses in the pictures, but I remember like, okay, so this is kind of like similar. So maybe I'm supposed to speak on a situation. Maybe this is tied to the situation. Maybe this has nothing to do with my situation. It's somebody else's situation that I'm helping them to see what really happened, or to get away from something, or to maybe, like I said, a cold case or something. I don't know. So I just felt the heavy, strong need to speak on that. And I was telling the girl about that as well, but I just felt like that was symbolic as well. Let me see if there's anything else that I kind of needed to, because I don't want to miss anything. I was hearing signs through the sky and everything. Okay, I said a couple days later, Oshun came to me in a dream. I was using the gematria calculator. I don't know if I'm saying that right too. I was trying to decode a lot of shit around that time, you guys. I ain't no damn expert on that shit, but when I tell you, I looked up her name and some other girl name that was kind of like connected in the situation. Both of their names their last names equal the same angel number, which was 444. 444 means protection. It usually means like an angel number of protection. So of course you see, I'm like, okay, you know, but everything started making sense later on. Like, and I'm also hearing like Judas Iscariot or Issachar, whatever his name was, that was the one who betrayed Jesus. So something about the energy of betrayal. I remember at the time I kept hearing Judas' name. Even on the gematria calculator, somehow, some way, like that name popped up as well. So I was saying that was very significant, because I think his name equals to like, anyways, we're not even going to all of that, but something about a shame ritual, or it was equal to like shame or something like that, or significant. I'm also getting like this is their karma, the karmics, or something like whoever was involved in the situation. It's going to be like like something has to, man, I just kept hearing shame ritual or something like that. Okay. I remember when I was reading her cards as well. So this was another thing that stuck out to me. She asked me to read her cards. I also remember she saying something like, yeah, this is why this type of gift isn't meant for everybody. You guys, after you ask me to read your cards and I tell you, yo, man, doing something, or not even that. It's like I tell you some shiesty, or y'all not gonna last, or something I said. Like, I don't remember exactly what, but I know that she knew in her spirit it was true because of the way she reacted to. She even said, you know, that, yeah, that's why it's not meant for everybody. You know, it's only meant for certain people. Like, I can't say the girl name. I almost said her name. It was a certain reader we both knew at that time, you guys. When I'm not even trying to be cocky when I say this, but I'm more tapped in, or I'm not even gonna say more tapped in because that's not the word I'm looking for. I'm just gonna say where I'm at in my journey, or in my gifts, especially when I'm showing you guys. I'm even more. I took it further than that girl she was telling me was the one made for it. That's when I'll just leave it at that. I took it further. I'm further than, so it's not, no, I'm not even coming from this with a spiritual ego, if y'all can see what I'm saying. It's just like, she tried to make me doubt my gifts in that moment. So I don't know if it was like, again, a destiny swap or what, but she was saying like, this is why it's meant for certain people and not, you know, people like you, because some stuff ain't meant for everybody. That's how she was saying it. To this day, you guys know she's not with that man no more. They broke up. I don't know what was the details of the breakup, but yeah. So either way it go, obviously I wasn't wrong about certain shit I was saying. And I do remember her telling me when she thought I'd die, specifically, she said, I was going to finish your book for you. I was going to write your book for you. So as I was looking up on the gematria calculator, I was on there today. Like, of course, I've been trying to get signs. Like, of course, Spirit, do you still want me to speak on this? Do you guys know it said total eclipse of the heart? I just been getting signs. So I remember total eclipse of the heart is the episode on the Vampire Diaries. I'm like, baby, I love that show. Ain't that an episode on the Vampire Diaries? Maybe this is going to clue me into something. Do y'all understand that was the episode where Katerina took over Elena's body? Her doppelganger did a spiritual transfer, a soul transfer, because her soul or her spirit was dying. Her time was up. So it's something significant about this person's time being up, or something about them where they were like drained, or they were something that was up. And I feel like it was some type of spiritual transfer, because I remember her specifically saying, she knew I was a writer. She knew one thing about me, my gift is writing. I've always said since a little girl, I'm going to write a book and it's going to be big one day. I'm going to be big one day. My writings is going to be, so I'm somebody who professes that loudly in front of others. So it's not like she didn't know my dreams. She straight up told me I was going to finish your book for you. I remember thinking in that moment, how did you know what I was going to write in the book? But mind you, she the same one who told me the book that I was to get the book that I saw in the first place in the store. So I don't know what type of monitoring spirits or what she, you know, but it's giving. Okay, so in the beginning of the episode, Total Eclipse of the Heart, I believe it's episode, okay, so it's damn, it's like 5:13. Yeah, my light just damn near dimmed. So yeah, what the hell, what is that called? Like damn near like the chapters, I don't know what it's called, with season 5 episode 13. Thank you, source. So in the beginning, soon as the damn shit's turned on, damn near it's Catherine writing in Elena's diary saying, I love my life, I love being Elena Gilbert. So you understand how my jaw dropped before I came on here? I was like, oh no, it's time to talk, it's time to talk, it's time to talk. But if I ever was doubting it, I was like, it's time to talk. Total Eclipse of the Heart. I don't even know what made me, I was like, yeah, this is like a Vampire Diaries. Ain't this a baby? When I tell you, I was like so shocked, like, you guys, I couldn't even. So it's something significant about a destiny transfer with this. Come on, at the bottom over here, we got 3 of Cups. So a friend or something like that could have been trying to do like a destiny swap or a destiny transfer, or a loved one or somebody that you had a lot of love for. At bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. Sun card, nothing but clarity. Sun card. We got the King of Swords here as well. Truth though. I feel like, yeah, Seven of Wands, protection. You were being protected. I definitely feel like, again, but these are all clarity cards. These are all clarity cards. So something I'm bringing light to, I just cut the deck at the Tower. It's time. Are you ready? They're not ready. These fucking karmics are not ready for this natural disaster, this destruction, this truth that's coming out, because this is source telling me to speak on this. And I'm telling y'all, the emotions that I'm getting purely from it is what lets me know I'm not wrong. It lets me know I'm not wrong. So that's pretty much the gist of what was happening and how I was piecing things together. After that, you guys, I didn't come out the house for at least like a week or two straight. Like I had to go retrieve my like wallet from her after that or something like that. Or but you guys, when I went back to like get my wallet, she wasn't there. So you see how it was kind of shicey. Like it was a lot of hit and miss. Like where you at now? Like I had to go pick it up from someone else. Like yeah, no. I cut the deck at dreams, you guys. Confirmation. Concealed is at the bottom of this deck. So something that was concealed is going to be revealed to you through a dream. Something about a deer or an elk is significant. Something about your potential is significant. I feel like somebody is going to, you're going to see your own potential or how you're capable or you're so gifted through a dream. And we got abundance underneath, concealed. So somebody could have been trying to conceal your abundance, take away your abundance. Conceal is also about things that are hidden. Conceal their true intentions, like that Seven of Swords cards was saying. Well, you see it's a moon at the top of this deer or elk or whatever this is head, which is also about revelation, secret things coming to light. I can't make it up. So I feel like, yeah, let me see what else. Am I missing anything? Yeah. Oh yeah, so I remember, okay, I didn't mention this part. She told me the next day on the phone, 100% he was going to do something bad to me. She said, yeah, I think that man that you had met, or that man that, you know, whatever, she said 100% he was going to like try to do something to you, and I think it was sex trafficking. She was like, he was going to try to do something terrible to you, or so I ended up, you know, anyways, because I remember that night too, he had gave me like his Snapchat or something like that. I ended up blocking him the very next day because I was so scared. Like I said, I was so traumatized, baby. It scared the meat eating out of me. I didn't even want to touch another piece of meat for no reason. It was just like in my spirit, I did not want it. My spirit was rejecting it. And this is, like I said, how you will know you've gone through a shift, a spiritual awakening. I became a vegetarian for like 2-3 years after that. Yeah, I had just started back eating meat like around the end of like last year. And even now, it's like, again, I'm feeling heavy in my spirit. It's time to go back. Like, it's time, when you're going through a shift, you have to cleanse your energy. You have to, like a diet, like a fasting. So somebody else, like, you could have been fasting after something, baby. I lost so much weight around that time. Like, again, it was very traumatic. But she even said, like, yeah, something that was terrible was going to happen between you and him. And I know it for a fact. So, again, I talked about the angel being bound in the picture. So yeah, that started my spiritual awakening. Yeah, so that's pretty much the, something about your enemies about to be humbled though. Something about humiliation, people kicking you while you're down, people trying to stop your finances and confidence and self and your gifts. But Source is going to raise you up, I'm hearing, and bless you in front of all of them. Source is going to show people just how your favor, just how strong his favor or her favor is upon your life. So them weapons did not prosper. Again, Princess Tiana was somebody who worked very hard. And you see on this card, I made this card a while ago. It says voodoo, voodoo. So it says hard work, dedication. So this was the energy of like the princess that, of course, like I'm getting like spiritual royalty, like the chosen ones, like they cannot touch you. Although she was turned into a frog, that was a part of her journey. And she still got her prince in the end. So somebody could have been trying to like stop a lover or your anointing, your favor, your whatever, your life period, so that they could swap destinies for you. Because I remember, like I said in that episode, as soon as it turns on, it's Catherine. And when I say to my surprise, baby, I was so fucking shocked. It's Catherine writing in Elena's diary saying, I love my life. So it's something about a destiny swap or transfer somebody was trying to do, or because a lot was concealed. I feel like I'm meant to take this out. Memory we got underneath here. So something about something coming back to your memory, recollection. Something that, and this is also giving me Akashic record vibes. I don't know what this is called. I know there's a certain name for that. So again, it's giving me like the interconnectedness of everything, phenomenon. So something was a rare phenomenon. I'm hearing too. Everybody I would tell that story to. Like I told it to my mom. I told it to a couple people. They always like, baby, you were supposed to die off of you took what? Everybody, my mom even said, she's like, I told a couple people, like, I'm not trying to like gossip about it, but like, you know, you talk about shit that happened. Like, she was like, they all said like, yes, you wasn't supposed to make it out of that potential. Like, block. Somebody was trying to block your potential anguish. Somebody wanted you to be in the energy of anguish and block, and feeling so fearful that you would not tap into your gifts, or feeling so fearful that you would not write that story, feeling so fearful that you would not believe in your future, or believe in yourself. They wanted you to be fearful that you would just give up, or that you would just something would just take you out, like the fear would just silence you. And I see healing here. So some type of healing that you're going through, you're going to be able to talk about what happened to you. You're going to be able to, or again, this could be me warning you guys about something, because again, I did have a dream too that was with one of the other girls that was kind of connected. Something was significant. Like I said, I'm not going to say any names. A fire sign. She's a fucking fire sign. I just cut the deck at fire. So that's significant. I do feel like she has something to do with it, or some type of support energy. Somebody wants to support you, or somebody wants to be there for you in a situation. But I definitely get the sense that it was a lot of fake people around you guys. Yeah, what was I finna say? Oh, I had a dream of a setup recently. Now, all of this shit happened years ago, but a setup recently. So I feel like Source is truly letting me know, though, that happened intentionally. It was a setup. But I remember, like, she was one of the girls in my dream who was trying to, like, set me up to get robbed or something like that. I remember they were stealing, like, my credit cards or, like, identity. I said it in the dream. I was like, bro, this is, like, identity theft for real. This is fucking credit card fraud. So somebody like a fire sign, or you could be a fire sign. Something could be significant. I'm also hearing, like, Phoenix energy. Childhood. So something about your childhood. This could be people you grew up with, or something that happened to you in your childhood. Again, phenomenon is here. Attachments. This person definitely had demonic attachments to them, but I feel like this person, she also had a very unhealthy attachment to me that I also kind of picked up on, and that's why I detached myself from her, because I knew that it wasn't healthy. Something about the whole situation wasn't healthy. I really hope this all done shut off. I don't really. So something about the month of April. Preyed on your downfall, watching you ascend, rising up and standing your power, cloaking their energy. A Libra is significant. Healing and balance. I'm trying to pull fast, you guys, because I know I'm kind of pushing it. It says, ouch. Defending someone who's betraying them. So, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was used to be the type of person. It says truth and lies, use discernment. So I used to be the type of person, I promise you, who would, like, go to bed. I would have fought for that girl, too. But we got Sleeping Beauty. What did I tell you guys? It says spell work. Spell work, sheep, or what the fuck? Who you are. So somebody wanted you to be asleep to who you are, or not awaken. They wanted to put you under a spell because they also felt unworthy of something, or cloaking. I'm getting like that energy of cloaking the energies. But that, with, like I said, with the spinning wheel, it was reminding me of Sleeping Beauty. Something was destined to happen, to prick your finger on something, for you to die at a certain time, for you to be set. But it didn't. I'm hearing, but it will not prosper because Source is on your side. High Priestess, you guys. I am the High Priestess. Can't forget about you, living rent-free in their mind. And I feel like these people think about constantly what they tried to do, or how it did not work out. Again, I feel like it was very intentional, where Source was letting them see, like, when I would cry, it would rain, and because that's showing, like, the direct connection I have to the elements. And I feel like they were meant to see everything that was going down. Everything. So I remember, like, again, when she was telling me, like, walk away while her and her boyfriend was talking, that was so stupid, because it's like, what are y'all talking about that I can't hear? Again, shiesty. I don't know. Black card could be significant. Maybe we got here scary. So somebody's scary. It came out in reverse too. Somebody could have thought you was too scared to speak on something. But I'm getting these people are cowards, or these people were scary, or they weren't going to be honest about what really went down, or like something could have been very traumatizing or scary for you. Stand your ground, you guys. It says stand your ground. Stand your ground. I love you. So somebody has a lot of love for you. Ears ringing. You may be getting confirmation through your ears. Somebody could even try to pretend that they love you, but they don't. We got fairy here. So the fairies could be guiding you, or you work with the fae, or you are a fairy yourself. So something about your, it literally says revelations, confidence, growth, and stability. Big transformations, big revelations that will push you into more, push you out of your comfort zone. Revelations will be shocking, surprising, and devastating for some. Meaning you thought you knew the intentions of certain people. Lights, secrets, hidden agendas, a lot of emotional overflow. You guys, I ain't never cried like that on this damn channel. Honestly, I hate for people to see me cry, because that's just not, I've never been one of those people. So if I cry in front of you, it's real. It's fucking real. So it was some type of agenda that somebody had against you, but it did not go to plan. It says Spirit wants you guys to relax and recuperate. Much healing and recovery is happening right now, or you will be relaxing, and it's going to help with your stress. So many cycles are being completed, with many revelations bringing new beginnings. Many are being told to look long term and to plan for a better future, a generation. So something about a legacy. I kept seeing that word today too. So what legacy will you create? I also feel like this person knew that I was going to be creating a legacy. I was going to write your book. No, you weren't. Again, that's symbolic for Catherine writing Elena's diary. Why are you in this girl's diary? And I remember when Elena got her body back, because she did do a transfer spell. When Elena got her body back, she was reading everything that Catherine was writing. Like, damn, this girl was really living it up, huh? Like, she was sick. She felt disgusted. And that's how I felt after that shit happened. I felt disgusted. Like, with my energy, it felt like something happened that wasn't supposed to happen. It says time to build that dream. So something about your insecurities or fears are falling away. It says you are powerful and be reminded yourself of this at this time to create tangible results from your purpose and plan things. But more importantly, something about your vision is significant. Something that Source is showing you through your vision. What's at the bottom of the deck, you guys? Royalty. Like I said, if you are spiritual royalty, you are of a royal bloodline, it is time for you to step into your power. Stalking you on every platform is here, cold and detached, head over heart. I had to make a head over heart decision. I had so much love in my heart for that girl, and never in a million years would I have thought. It says you won't need them once I'm done. I literally just heard Source say that. So Source is saying, you, the people you thought you needed in your life, you thought that loved you for you, they don't. But you won't need these people once I'm done with you, once I'm done avenging angels, once I'm done avenging you, once I'm done showing you that it's so much protection and favor on your life, baby. It's nothing that you have to worry about. Something that's going to be awkward. Something that's going to be awkward for somebody. I'm getting like very awkward and shameful. And it says that's facts. Again, truth and lies, use discernment. We got sell out here. It's giving Judas Iscariot or Iscariot, whatever his damn name is. Judas don't even deserve for people to say his damn name right, because you sold Jesus out for a couple coins, goofy. And you was one of his disciples. Tell me that's not significant. He was one of Jesus' disciples. You walked with somebody who was very favored. You walked with somebody who you knew was anointed. You walked with somebody who you saw perform miracle signs and wonders, and you still tried it? You still betrayed him? You still did that as if a real God don't exist? You still did that if fucking angels don't exist? Oh yeah, somebody was a sellout. They did something for like money. They did something for like clout. They did something for like the recognition they thought they were going to deserve. But guess what? Are you ready? Because them spirits coming for your ass. Them spirits coming back to collect. Whatever you promised, they're collecting, and you are the one they're coming for. Jealous and envy. If somebody did this out of jealousy and envy, and I would look back on certain things, baby, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all need to really pay attention to the people that's in your life. Woo, I know that's right. Come on with the messages, spirit. Highly intuitive. So somebody loves your body. I don't know where that's coming from. You're highly intuitive. I could have did this because they were jealous of your body. I don't know. It says they're the reason you lost that job, money, opportunity, secretly blocking you. They never wanted you to win. Watch them, release them. I can't make it up. I can't make this shit up. You guys see what's coming out. You see what's coming out. I'm pulling in front of y'all. It's not no pre-pull. And even if it is, like I said, I don't gotta lie. I just saw a red card, so a red card is significant. Told you they were a hater. So somebody could have told you this person was a hater, or Source was literally telling you like, nah, this person don't wish you well. This person ain't have your best interest at heart. I don't know, somebody could have went through some type of domestic violence situation. It was at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's meant to be a music singer and rapper, and I'm not gonna lie, it has something to do with what Oshun came to me about in my dream. Oshun. I also know that water deities do something about mermaids. They're mermaids, so you know mermaids, sirens, supposed to have like beautiful voices. So somebody could be like in the music industry, or you're destined for it. And when I tell you, I can't specifically tell you. Yeah. It was Beyonce, y'all. She came to me in my dream, and she was like dressed as Oshun. I don't know if I was supposed to share that, but like, yeah, literally says to be continued. So something about Beyonce is significant, but it says they can't do it like you, and that's why they mad. So somebody could have thought they were the spirituals. They were the destined one. They were the chosen one. It says separation, breakup, split, it's over. So again, I had to end that friendship with her. I had to make a head over heart decision and realize the Lion King. Remember who you are. I'm spiritual royalty. I cannot cross my energies with everybody. I have a path that I'm, again, on my last reading, I was talking about that when it's time for you to step up to the plate. And again, baby, this is, oh my God, it's making sense. When I was just talking about it in my last reading, how he was out there living his best life, oh, willy-nilly, don't even know, Scar wrecking havoc somewhere or doing shit he wasn't supposed to do because it's evil shit going on in the background. And I was remember saying to somebody, I was been supposed to speak on this, and they said, no, you weren't. Now is the perfect time. That's why you're speaking on it now. That's why you're being told to speak on it now, because it just wasn't time back then. So whatever happened, and I was kind of blaming myself like, fuck, it's kids involved. And that's one thing I don't play about, y'all. I'm finna start crying again, y'all. I genuinely do not play about kids. I don't. So I was saying like, damn, all this time that passed, it's so much that's been going on in between in the meantime, in between time, that I haven't even spoken upon. But it says, remember who you are. Because again, you know, when Simba was out there in the damn jungle with Puma and Timon, yeah, he still had a job to do. Although you may have been running from your duties, and I don't know if it was running from it, because like I said, I was scared, you guys. I was scared to speak about it. But it says you're better than this and them. Trying to fucking sacrifice you. I can't make it up. So somebody did a sacrificing spell or ritual. They're draining themselves, trying to drain you, and it was killing her. It's killing them, whoever was involved. Like that, he said, give me more time. You guys need to go watch that scene, and you're gonna realize Tiana is sitting in the back. Like, she was kind of scared watching it go down. Like, goddamn, what you got going on? Like, so you probably gonna be able to see your enemies go down some type of destructive path or be ended. Karmic couple targeting you. I don't know why this sexual message coming out. So somebody could be very sexual towards you, but again, somebody could have wanted to like do something sexual with you and you didn't see them that way. Turning on each other. So somebody's going to be turning on each other once the truth come out. We got Tower, Death and Rebirth, Eclipse, Sirens, Shift. Come on now, what are the odds that Sirens is mentioned on here? And I was just talking about, you know, but I was getting probably like, maybe I was talking about like police sirens, but nothing is coincidence. Nothing is an accident. Truth of the matter will come in that creates a tower moment. This is an unexpected revelation or change. How many times is revelation going to be spoken upon? You saw that scripture I read. It was Revelation 6:8. I'm not going to play with y'all. So something about revelations is significant. You may need to read Revelation. This is an unexpected revelation or change. Some type of upheaval. Clock is ticking. I kept hearing the clock is ticking. It says, I'm hearing it's time. I made this card like a fucking year ago. This tower moment will bring endings, changes, even fate, or changing momentum in another direction. This big transformation is a big breakthrough for you. This is a clearing away of what doesn't work. Big milestone. You will be working towards something during this time. You are meant to be learning. Put that effort in. I heard I'll never settle. So don't settle where you're at, or don't settle in a situation because it could be saving you from something. Pay attention to the details. It says, wow, practice makes perfect too. Consistency. Something about that you're meant to start or you're meant to do. This could be writing, this could be singing. It's your time, and this is going to be very lucrative for you. It's going to be very successful for you because this is your destined path. Whatever this is, you are made for this. You are going to be victorious. So it's going to take time, it's going to take patience, but again, you want to come out on top. And it says they want to make up. So somebody does want to make up with you. Some of y'all gonna have like these people or these karmics like reaching out to you to make up with you. But am I gonna, what I want to tell you is fuck that. I want to tell you that 100%. So something about November is significant. It said I don't feel worthy or good enough for you. Like I said, somebody did something because they felt like they weren't good enough. Like for them, it's something that they were comparing themselves to you and they felt like they weren't worthy. And might I add, I don't really want to. The very next day, she tried to kind of like. She wasn't happy with herself, so I can genuinely say she did try to like, she was in the hospital after that. I'm gonna just say that she was kind of in a mental hospital because she tried to like off herself. I'm not even gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. Like, and I remember asking her, so were you sad in that moment? Like, were you feeling like this before we did the drugs? And she said yes. So I was like, okay, so that makes sense. That's why I remember in my head I was like, oh, it makes sense. You want to die, you want to take somebody out with you type shit. Coughing though, because you're gonna get what you're wanting, but it just won't be through me. Stealing your work and putting their name on it. So it's some type of karmics too. If this people were stealing your work, again, you know, she said she was gonna write my damn book. That shorty thought she was gonna write. How you gonna write my memoir and you ain't me? How you gonna write about me, or how you gonna write my story? Because I don't just want to write about myself, you guys. I have so many different ideas and stuff that I want to tap into. I am so creative, and I don't know what will make her even say some shit like that, but. Somebody wanted to steal your destiny, steal your work. Somebody can even be trying to like, if you do whatever you do, like readings or something, somebody's like biting you or something like that. You never needed their approval. And we got December out here. Sick in the head. Oh, well, damn. It don't say, it says sick and tired of letting shit slap. I heard sick in the head. So somebody's sick in the head. Like these people was mentally ill. So it could have been a third party, it could have been a third party or something like that that's significant. Somebody needs to really start meditating. It says wrecking havoc. Source is coming in to wreak havoc on these karmics. So somebody is like, you're sick and tired of holding back the truth about a situation where you know it was some shit that went down that you did not deserve, or you know it was some shit like again, don't be afraid. Jesus. Somebody's uncle could be significant. Somebody gonna reach out to you. It says don't be afraid. So yeah, don't be afraid to speak your truth. Inner child, something about your inner child, you guys. Wow, it says officials are watching. So some type of higher energies or people like I'm getting like PI, private investigators could be watching, or they know about a situation that you don't even think they know about. Experiment. Something was a big experiment. Somebody could have been like trying to experiment in your energy. We got to experiment. You guys, I can't make it up. We got 144 here. Guess what we got after that? Divine justice. We got divine justice for the 144. We got Gemini out here. We got Aries out here. So these could be the signs that was fucking attacking you behind the scenes, or you could be these signs. But baby, you're going to get divine justice. It says victim mentality. They throw rocks and hide their hands. It could literally be, I know on my end, man, anyway, I ain't finna say too much. It's a Gemini and an Aries out here that's significant, that's connected to the occult, or somebody who was doing this shit was connected to the fucking occult. And it's like these people wanted to make you the sacrifice, or they wanted to play in your fucking energy. They wanted to experiment in your energy like shit was sweet. But Short's gonna show them what's really sweet. Since you like to play, you like candy, let's play. So mocking, mimicking you, and wishing they were you. Somebody made a mockery out of you, I'm hearing. Talked about you to somebody who was loyal to you. Somebody wished a miscarriage on you. Heavy on the stealing from you. Somebody wanted to steal your life, steal your joy, steal your purpose, steal your whatever. Steal your peace. Victim mentality. Again, they throw rocks and hide their hands. I did see a card that, where did that go? What about the officials watching? It's significant. Anyways, somebody gonna be in their feelings once this come out. Something could even happen, like, again, on a date night. Somebody's, like, being divinely guided. It says self-love, healing family wounds. Tell God what it is you do and you don't want out of love, too. That's significant for somebody. It's heavy on going towards your dreams. It says stop procrastinating. It's going to be very healing for you. And sexual healing is what I mentioned on this card. So something about, again, your sacral chakra. Somebody could have been sexually assaulted or something horrible happened to you. You could be a sex trafficking victim, or, you know what I'm saying, some survivor, I'll say. Not no victim, but something about healthy sex or healthy sex lifestyle. I'm actually hearing somebody could have been like a sex addict or something. I've never been one. I really feel like I'll be leaning more towards the asexual shit, if I'm being completely honest with y'all, and I'm not even finna get into that. But somebody could have been, like, very messed up because of something that happened to them. The number 33 is significant. It says have faith, love is coming, soulmates are here. So old cycles are done. So something about a cycle closing out. Something about an airplane is significant. I'm getting Aaliyah. I don't know why I just heard Aaliyah. You know, they reopening that girl case. Something about red hair. Somebody has red hair. Red hair. They know you can and will beat their ass. They're ashamed of you. So somebody was ashamed of you or ashamed of the truth coming out. Their family and friends are doing spell work. So somebody was working with their family and friends to do spell work, and guess what's underneath it? Hitman. There was most definitely a hitman in the situation. I don't care about how long this reading is. We got August here. I don't care. Your ancestors and guides are about to end this and them. Woo! Y'all see how on fire this fucking confirmation is? Big ass deck. I'm gonna show y'all 2 different decks I've been pulling from, because I made these decks a while ago. Out of all these cards that's coming out, look at what's coming out. Karma. Look at the A's. Karma in their neighborhood, baby, and they the first stop. Open the fuck up. Okay? Tearing their ass up. It's tearing their ass up. Gang stalking. It's gonna be people gang stalking you. So we got Half of Me by Rihanna. Somebody only looked outside. People could look at you. I'm also getting too. It hurts my feelings sometimes when people be like, people who don't have friends around them, they're the problem, baby. Y'all don't know what the fuck people went through. Y'all don't know what the fuck people made it out of. And yes, granted, we shouldn't let things scar us forever, because I genuinely believe I'm meant to have loving people around me, fated reunion and union. So I'm meant to have people around me that's genuine and loving. But baby, I had to take that time to heal. I had to take that time to learn to trust again. Same way when you fucking really hurt bad in a relationship, you don't just jump right into the next relationship. You sit back and you heal. So I wish people would stop saying, if this person don't have people around them. It's so many times where I've trusted people that I wanted to just have genuine love for, and they did nothing but sit back and stab me in the back. They sat back and tried to betray me. They sat back and spat damn near, not even in the back, in your face, because they ain't not gonna, some people nowadays do that shit straight in your face. Man, it's so grimy out here. So again, somebody gonna be in their feelings, but it's gonna be a fated union or reunion happening here. Somebody's all bark, no bite. You have nothing to fear. And I'm telling you, this reading gonna resonate with somebody. Your moon sign is significant. Something about the moon. The moon is Cancer energy. Pisces. I pretend to be uninterested that I don't want it, but I do. Something that's perfectly aligned for you. So somebody could pretend like they don't want you, like they're not interested in you, like they not clocking your every move, but they do. Somebody pleasures themselves thinking to you. I mean, I'm also getting, like, again, somebody in a situation could have, like, been very sexual towards you. You could have denied them, or somebody just really likes you. It says crystals. You've seen my descent, now watch my rise. And it's given Phoenix. So a new opportunity is going to arise for you. Somebody watched you fall. These people watched you fall. I'm here. I watched them all fall for going against me. Because me and all my angels shot the devil up. Y'all know that's my damn mantra. Me and all my angels shot the devil up. While you was trying to pull me down, I leveled up. I leveled up twice. I leveled up 3 times. He tapped them and told them she's mine. When they saw me crying and the rain was falling, when I was stopped, he was tapping their ass on their shoulder like, fucking try it. I dare y'all. Try it and watch what happens. It says no one has to know, I promise. So somebody in a situation didn't want nobody to know. A Virgo could be significant. Somebody was really promising, like, oh, this not going to get out. Again, like I said, I heard her say, like, it's going to fall on us regardless. Something about a fated reunion. You and somebody is meant to come back around or meant to reconnect or something like that. To put the pieces together or something significant like that. Somebody wants to help you to put something together or help you to something significant or something that's coming around, especially if somebody tried to, like, do a spell to keep you away from your destiny, your person. So it says focusing on establishing myself, love comes later, dark childhood memories. So something about somebody's childhood is significant. the divine masculine. The divine masculine could have went through something specifically, and it says throat chakra on this card. So the divine masculine, speak. Somebody's going to be evicted. Somebody may be getting evicted because of something they did to you. Because I was feeling heavily to pull from this deck, you guys. So something about a major blockage being in your life that source is helping you to remove, and I feel like these blocks were these karmics. The Fool card came out, and the damn near wanted to come out in reverse because somebody wants to stop your movement, but these people are being stopped dead in their tracks. But I'm getting, you're going to have a new beginning. You're going to have a new beginning. You have nothing to worry about. Protection, 7 of Wands. Your new beginning is protected. And somebody's watching this Page of Swords. You could be in the energy of learning right now, learning something new, but these people are trying to see what you know. They're trying to see if you're going to speak. And don't you ever be afraid. Woo. Okay. Let's see. I do see the Star card. So it's something about some communication. We got Page of Swords, Page of Wands. Something about you needed to speak. I did see somebody wants you to be in the energy of like, just like I said with the Lion King, how he was over there just cooling, like you're not even worried about it. You just let it go. You don't even know. You need to speak on something. The Lovers is here. It could have been a lover that did something to you, or you got the Ace of Wands though. You got a new passionate beginning coming your way where these people tried to haunt you. I feel like this is that success coming in that somebody was thinking that they was going to take, or they think that it was for them. 10 of Swords, 2 of Wands. Somebody wanted to hit you with the 10 of Swords, boo-boo. They wanted to put 10 swords in your path, in your back. But guess what? They're under judgment. They're under judgment because you see something for what it is. You see something specific for what it is. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be significant. A Libra specifically. Something about your twin flame is here. And look who it is again. Are you ready though? The manifestations is coming to fruition. And this is heavy Hierophant energy. This is heavily divinely guided. Some of y'all finna meet y'all twin flame. This person's gonna protect you. 6 of Swords is the Hermit card. You being guided towards this. And might I add, let me read this. Let me read my journal for when this shit happened. Because I do feel like I'm guided to do that. I was saying, this is exactly after it happened. This was July, sometime in July. The cards that I pulled the very next moment, the very next morning, again, I didn't have that much, now that I'm, like I said, I'm deeper into my spiritual journey, I'm like a wizard, I'm a prophet, or whatever you want to call it, but I really am more comfortable with like reading the cards now. I know the full meaning of it. I remember pulling it, like I said, I wasn't too keen on what the cards meant, but I knew enough to like write it down. I pulled the Devil, the Temperance, and the Hermit. The Devil, which is pretty self-explanatory. Temperance is the angel card. It's patience, moderation. And again, like I said, all of a sudden I had a shift in my energy. I did not want to eat meat anymore. It's just a lot that changed. It really did spark my spiritual awakening. I came like overnight, and I know people probably was wondering what happened that caused her to like, what, you know, sent her like this all of a sudden on her path, baby. I'm telling you, it was because of what happened. The Hermit card is what causes you to, something devastating causes you to pull back, or something that causes you to pull back and go into solitude to learn you, to gain some type of enlightenment. I had to master myself. That was self-mastery, the energy that I was in. And I literally said on this, I said right here, okay, I was talking about how, I said I was getting confirmation. I was talking in scattery. I was really kind of scattered because I was still trying to get everything out that I was feeling before I already forget. I was said I was getting confirmation for everything. This was like, again, like in 2020 or something like that. I said I was on a different plane of reality, 2 different timelines. You guys, I'm just trying to piece it together. I said the only way that I can get this out or express it is to write. I said, something about painting is significant. Somebody may paint, but I said I've been getting backdoor vibes heavy. So I wrote that down before I really truly was putting 2 and 2 together, but I knew it in my spirit like something wasn't right, you know? So I said the fight is deeper than time. You guys, it's like I was just talking of what was in my spirit. I said breakthrough, change, and healing is going to be very revealing. So yeah, something about fear. You got to fight through the fear. I was saying. I said, how do I explain this to somebody who's never been through it or never seen it? So again, do you understand how I was questioning the process even back then of like how I couldn't even talk about this because they wouldn't even understand. People wouldn't even understand this. Someone who has never, man, somebody who never seen it, held it so close. I was so close to source that night too. I didn't even feel like people were going to be able to understand what I was saying. Like I just like, it's going to go over their damn heads. And I remember writing about, man, I was just writing about a lot of shit. I ain't going to lie. I couldn't speak on certain things around her. I remember certain things source would put a block on my mouth. Mutes. When I say I couldn't open my mouth with certain things I wanted to tell her that night, mutes. So source is saying talk less around certain people. They could be the enemies in disguise. If all of a sudden you finna say something to somebody and you get the coughing or you forget what you was finna say, hold on now. Better side eye. So again, I wrote, the further I walked away from her, the better that I felt that night. I don't know why. We were on opposite astral planes, literally. She kept telling me to fight it though. She was saying like fight it. So at first I'm thinking like, yeah, okay, I need to fight this energy or whatever it is. She was telling me to fight, like I feel like she was trying to tell me like to fight that what I was feeling, which is my protection, but it wasn't gonna work. I keep hearing that there's nothing to be afraid of, and I highlighted that part. No doubt. The vision of the mind is the vision of the soul. Do not doubt. I literally wrote that down. So something was trying to divide you from your spirit, your soul, your beliefs. And again, I'm getting like, I don't know why I'm hearing like with the slave trades, that's how they took the people over, because they took their beliefs from them, their religion, their whatever it is, they tried to take that away from them. And I remember reading in my slave history class about no better way to separate a people. This is what they was writing. This is what the colonizers was writing when they was going against the slaves. No better way to separate a people and to break their spirits than to take away their beliefs, than to break their religion. So again, going back to their riches was very significant too. I would have to be led back to the roots. Something about your roots is significant. And I know that, I think Yamaya, or was it Oya, one of them was the watcher over the slaves that were thrown overboard, who chose death over bondage. Significant. So something was dual here. Something is dual. But you have to know that you are the prize. Something about, you're just very protected. I don't know if I'm supposed to read all of this, because some of it is just for me. I said I've been waiting for an exhale though. So some of y'all feel like, okay, now I finally feel like a weight is lifted though. Like the psychologist is just confirmation, but it's like waiting to exhale. Like now you can finally breathe. Now you can finally let it out because you let your truth out. It literally says solar plexus in the third eye here. So something about you healing that sacred sexual energy within you, that sacred energy within your womb, because everything starts in the womb, you guys. Some things haven't been manifesting correctly for you because there's an energy of lack or a deep wound in your sacral chakra that you need to heal. And somebody was trying to throw your third eye chakra off as well, because that you would not see the truth about them, so they were cloaking their energy. Something about the blue moon is significant too, I wrote down. So I was saying a lot of affirmations at that time. I just keep hearing, are you ready? It's going to soon be cause for celebration in your life. Come on, source, come with it. If this video shuts off, then it was shut off at the time it was supposed to. It says focus on your finances at this time. So somebody needs to stop spending. It says if you just went through a heartbreak or something devastating, a terrible moment, possibly, Spirit's here to remind you that pain is only temporary. Allow yourself to feel in order to heal. Trust that this too shall pass. Come on now. Spirit says it's time to stand up for yourself and speak up. It says, understand that you are not a doormat for people to walk and talk over. Neither do you deserve to be treated as such. Remember that you have the power to say no and more. It says to say no and more. To say no and more. To speak your truth. That and more is what sticks out to me. So some of y'all need to focus on your health at this time, or your spiritual health, your physical health, or something. Like, again, it literally says here, increase your daily intake of fruits and veggies that will help your vitality, to your immune system in your body. The foods we eating is a part of this matrix to help to close our third eye, to help to make us unawakened, to help to keep us drowsy. The chemtrails is so much working against us and the chosen ones in this world, where Spirit is trying to get you back to that pure state. Again, it's something that shifted in my energy as soon as I stopped smoking, you guys. I don't even have I don't know what it's like, that get out energy where she was trying to get him to stop smoking. She did that meditation on him, or that mind control. So Spirit is saying whatever it is, let it go. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be free of worry, and you deserve a peace of mind. Says whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest or praying for is on its way to you. So I definitely feel like, yes, baby, are you ready? Are you ready? Because it's coming. Solar plexus, I can't make it up. It says don't worry, take that first step. You're fed up and serious. So some of y'all not finna take somebody back. You're not finna reconnect with somebody. School, education, learning. Some of y'all could be in school. It says liar, don't believe him. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Somebody gonna lie through their teeth. If you even try to ask somebody like, oh, was this really what happened? Why would they tell you like, yeah, I tried to set you up, girl. I tried to take your life from you. They're not gonna tell you that. I just stretched my legs. God damn. So manifesting, setting intentions. Some of y'all been manifesting, setting intentions, or this is what you're supposed to be doing. Physical or spiritual jail, time out. So somebody's going to be in physical or spiritual jail for what they tried to do to you, period. We got the Ace of Cups here, and you still going to get your love. Like I said, Princess Tiana still got her prince at the end, no matter what they do, no matter what they did, no matter who was trying to stop her. The police. So something about the police is significant. Somebody could be an artist here. What you do is art, or you could be a tattoo artist, you could be a cosmetologist. Something that you do is art. A writer, an artist. Like I said, somebody likes to paint. You guys, this is court. This is nothing but court. We got justification. Somebody's father on the other side is protecting them. They saw everything that happened. Somebody could be a twin, but I promise you guys, you're going to get, the color red is significant. You're going to get justice for this shit. And the police is highly significant. The police is highly significant. I don't know, I just heard dirty cop as well. So somebody's going to get together. It's going to be like a get together. I also feel like this is your ancestors. They've been rallying. They is on your behalf. Somebody likes fish, or you just fried fish. Somebody needs to cook okra as well. Neighborly love. So it could be a neighbor that wants to show you some type of love or help you, or somebody who's like in the vicinity, in the neighborhood, or who was around when something happened that wants to show you their love and support, because you have more support than you know. Hunter. Somebody was hunting your energy, or somebody could be literally trying to find you to figure out what happened in the situation. It says waiting for the perfect moment to strike with patience and precision. One admire. Yeah, so somebody's literally waiting to strike, or somebody was like hunting your, I'm getting like these bloodhounds on that fucking card. Somebody thought that, you know, shit, but now they being hunted by the same damn entities that they sent out towards you. I'm getting they on their smell, they on their scent, they on their ass, they on their trail. So you're graduating something with honors. I definitely feel like you've been upgraded spiritually. We got celebrations here too. The other deck talked about celebrations. You're going to be celebrating soon from scratch. You may have had to start over from scratch, rebuild something, and then that's okay, because source is saying it was intended to happen that way. It was meant to happen that way. Blame game, no accountability. Victim came out twice. So somebody refuses to take accountability for what they did to you. They could be trying to blame you like you were the fucking problem, and you weren't. Whoever these people are, they should be ashamed of themselves. Second chance. Somebody wants a second chance, but I'm getting you get a second chance at life. That was my second chance at life. No weapon formed against me prosper. Stability. You still gonna have stability in your life. Somebody wanted to knock you off your pedestal or to knock you down. January. January could be significant. Your birthday could be in January. We got divine masculine. So somebody was really connected to like a sex ring or some shit, or like sex trafficking, or for some of y'all it could go in many different ways, but I feel like that's just your confirmation. We got mutable, so fucking Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, maybe significant, or a Virgo. We have 999. So yeah, y'all could be closing out a cycle, or at the stages where you're finally ready to close something out. Somebody wants to help you. Again, I guess like somebody could have known something. Yeah, delays. You were experiencing some type of delays. It's over with now. Social status. Your social status will be changing soon. Overnight, it says. So something may blow up overnight or change overnight. We got 11:55. I'm sorry if this reading is long. I don't care though. This is one of those times I literally don't care. In my element, because I'm in my element. Emotions. I was so emotional during this reading, but I was meant to be like. Somebody needs to watch like their favorite show or movie. You guys. Fucking Vampire Diaries showed me the missing little clue that I needed to, like, yeah, no, you're not tripping. I was gonna write your story for you, and then fucking Catherine sitting there writing in Elena's diary. If they didn't know, damn, I don't know. It says the blessing won't look the way you're expecting, so be open to receive. Something's gonna be happening in a few days. Somebody could be a smoker, or something that you're saying is triggering somebody. We got a few days. Special occasion, love-hate relationships. Somebody could have had a love-hate relationship with you, or you with them. Whatever the case may be, baby. Truth gonna be revealed. Spirit on their ass. It's time. It's time. I can't hold this shit back no longer. So something significant. I definitely feel like somewhere there was a murder. I don't know why. I felt that heavy in my spirit. I'm sorry. I hope it wasn't no kids. Like, I'm sorry for anybody that's been. But I don't play about the children, you guys. I will literally fucking sacrifice my own self for a fucking child. I don't play about the children. I don't see how people could fucking. How do you know somebody demonic, primal? Yeah, you have something that lives within you. It says there is no other way around, but through the very truth that lives within you. So right now you're supposed to be speaking on something. She has a wand in her hand, and this is giving me like ancestral vibes. Like, I don't know what this is, but it's giving me like some type of like African. I don't know. So yeah, something here where you're gonna be using your tools to bring truth to something. Your truth is very significant. Your truth is supposed to be spoken upon. Creation is here. Rowan. There is no need to fear, dear one. Protected you are, and protected you always will be. Baby, stop playing. It's given the fairies. The fairies is on this card. So somebody's highly protected by the elementals, and you can only connect with these energies and see these energies if you're on a certain vibration and if you believe. So you're somebody who believes in the things that's unseen and the things that's mystical. The other people might judge you for it, but you're, man, fuck them. Forget them. They don't even understand. The trees talk. The trees are alive. The trees is damn more alive than some of these damn bots that's on earth. So creation, through the darkness I crossed, and still I found myself in the presence of life. I said, yea, through the valley of the dark, whatever the shit go. I don't even know how to, that's how you know it was an anointing on my life. Because like I said, I'm not even somebody who be sitting there talking about something. In the Proverbs 6, man, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. I did nothing but repeat that, because I kept repeating that night. Like I said, I couldn't even say that now. Flower crown, that's what my name means. My true name means laurel, crown of flowers. That something significant about God as well, but purely something about a crown, that you're being crowned since birth. It says, wear your power proudly and unapologetically, for it is your birthright, and it is eternal like the soul. Something that you're doing now or in this lifetime is your birthright. No hidden, something that was hidden. It says literally, no hidden form is left untouched. I am willing, I am risking, for I yearn for unity, spewed lustrously